Thank you, Moira.
Online.
Hello, Monday.
On digital radio. And on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Mesdames et messieurs,
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show.
6:32, thanks to Lady B.
It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most wonderful time. Oh, the most wonderful time
This is London.
of the day.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Don't stop. Don't stop. 6:35 is the time right now on Radio 2. It's Monday morning, the 18th of September 2017. The team are here. We're good to go. Hope you are too. On the text 88291. It's the first Good Morning Chris Club of the week, open for membership. And Magnificent Matt taking those. Who this weekend went for an anniversary roast dinner to celebrate 5 years with Claire. He was very naughty. Had 2 slices of cake for pudding, lemon drizzle, and carrots and walnut. Ooh. Mary Merrilies diving into the email inbox. Crystal Evans at bbc.co.uk. This weekend, she went on a Welsh waterfall walk. Nice. Which started in the sunshine, but ended up in hail, torrential rain, and thunder. Yes, we all had a bit of that, didn't we? Marvellous Mira ran 10 miles along the canal, so this weekend in prep for the Windsor Half next weekend. Now, that is like 6 days away from today. But I feel like we did it yesterday. I don't know why I'm aching. I didn't do anything yesterday. Oh, my goodness me. Right, what else is going on there? Well, Vassos is here. Moira's newsing. Vass Sporting, Lynn travelling. An all park of Dungeness. is busy balancing the Brecky Show sounds and jumping Jimmy Flash in for Miss Ellie this morning. In the big chair, leading the team through the start of a brand new week. And yesterday we had my mum's 92nd birthday, 92 years old. She's cracking right on now. She's heading towards her mid-90s with the help of a full Sunday roast and oodles of profiteroles and lashings of rum and raisin ice cream. That's the secret. It's all you need.
Oh, it's okay to be a little broken and beat, but I'm alright with that. You're with me, relax, and you call it weak. Baby, you're just unique. Come out of the black, never hold it back. You got such sad eyes, turn blue to gray, and it hurts me to see you hurt this way. Oh, go on and cry, baby, 'cause you don't have to keep it inside. Go on and cry, baby, and there's no reason you got to hide. A real man shows his feelings, tears they can be healing, and I can be your savior tonight. So go on and cry, baby, just cry. You keep coming home drunk, and I don't know what's up. You can talk to me, spare those whiskey dreams. Don't have to man up, that phrase kinda sucks. Let yourself be free and open up to me. You got such sad eyes and blue to gray, and it hurts me to see you hurt this way. Oh, go on and cry, baby, 'cause you don't have to keep it inside. Go on and cry, baby, and there's no reason you got to hide. A real man shows his feelings, tears they can be healing, and I can be your savior tonight. So go on and cry, baby, just cry. Nothing's the end of the world. Spinning and spinning, it's gonna be alright. One day you'll look back and know it wasn't worth all the heartache. This could be the making of you. So let it all out, let it fall down, yeah. Oh, go on and cry, baby, let me see, baby, 'cause you don't have to keep it inside. Go on and cry, baby, let me see, and there's no reason you got to hide. A real man shows his feelings, tears they can be healing, and I can be your savior.
Hello, my Faith back with Crybaby after having her baby. 20 to 7 now. First honks of the week. All set to go. Should we go high? High or low? I'm going to go low, actually. I'm going to go low. Little less harsh on the ears. Oh, so she's still at it, is she? Okay, so Paloma Faith, they're now officially finished. Right, good morning, Chris. Please, going to be in the club. I'm setting off for the 200-mile weekly commute to Lydney, Gloucestershire from Great Dunmow, Essex. Mornings are too dark at the moment, says Kev Smith, they are. And they're about to get a bit lighter. When do the clocks go forward? No, fall back. Sorry, backwards. When do they go back? So it's got to be soon, hasn't it? Good morning, Chris. Can we join the club, please? We are travelling from St Ives in Cambridgeshire to St Ives in Cornwall for a week's holiday, says Charlie and Matthew. Well, that's all very neat and tidy, isn't it? From one St Ives to the other. Simon from Yeovil is on the way to Bridgewater, driving through the beautiful Somerset levels on my way to work, watching the amazing sunrise. Can't see a thing here. I mean, We do have daylight. We don't have much of it or anything else. Good morning, Chris, says Justine Brayshaw, delivering proper Cornish pasties and fresh bread around the towns and villages of southeast Cornwall. Thank you. All right, that's we're thinking Liscard then, and Lewes and where else? Somewhere else. Good morning, Chris, says Adrian, on my way up to Skye with a load of cement. A 3 a.m. start and a 6 p.m. finish. Now, that's the first proper shift of the day, isn't it? Okay. By the way, when you think of Skye, the Isle of Skye, you don't think Isle of Skye concrete, do you? It's not something that you often conjure up, put together. We got another one? Yes, we have. Good morning, Chris and the team. Phil in Bristol. Can my wife Alison Mitchard be in the club this morning? She's limping to work after finishing the Bristol half marathon yesterday and raising loads of cash for money. Sorry, loads of money for charity. There you go. Well done. Limping today after the Bristol half. Alison, the bad news is you're going to be limping more tomorrow.
Well, there we end broadcasting in the live programme, not just for today, but as it seems, forever.
They say, yeah, we don't understand this pop thing, Paul, but I suppose we've got to get on with it.
Join me, Johnny Walker, as we celebrate the people who transferred from pirate radio over to the BBC to help launch Radios 1 and 2.
This is BBC Radio 2, the Light programme.
I thought, what I'll do is I'll fire myself, go to the BBC and say, hello, I'm fresh young talent.
The only stick we got, actually, was from the BBC. Radio 4 were a bit snooty about it.
Johnny Walker meets
The Pop Pioneers.
Tuesday night from 10.
On BBC Radio 2.
Lovely. Big screen bells time now, the first of the week. Here we go. Chosen by Lynn Ward. Morning, Lynn, from Bellaby in North Yorkshire. And she says, this film stars a young Michael J. Fox who attempts to conquer the New York business world. Determined to rise up the corporate ladder quickly, he gives himself an executive identity as Carlton Whitfield. This motivating tune soundtracks the scene when he makes himself at home in the big office. Lynn's big screen belter from the film The Secret of My Success is Katrina and the Waves and Walking on Sunshine. we had all the weathers over the weekend. We had the school barbecue on Saturday. What a roaring success that was. You could move for inflatables. And dads at the bar and volunteer mums behind the bar. It was a rather marvellous, splendid occasion. Good time had by all. All the ankle biters policing themselves. But we did get all the weather in 3 hours. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was baking hot. Then it was pouring down with rain. And I was talking to my nephew, who's got this catering business, and he often pitches outside people's sort of parties in their gardens and things, or at their fetes and festivals. And he said he had a wall of hailstone up against his thing.
His thing? Oh,
yeah.
well, you don't want one of those up against your thing.
Against his gazebo. By the way, did anybody see?
Hello.
It started raining in Singapore for the Grand Prix. So they've never had a wet race in Singapore before. You know, the night race in Singapore. And when they set it up 10 years ago, because it's the 10th anniversary, they had to do all this science behind the lights, because the lights couldn't blind the drivers. And so all the lights, when you're in a racing car, an F1 car, on the Singapore street circuit, all the lights face away from you, so they're never in your eyes. It's very clever. And also, they were designed because in case it rained, the rain and the lights would cause this haze, and that would be an issue too. But they'd never tested it out. Well, it rained, didn't it? It rained for the Singapore Grand Prix yesterday. It was pouring down with rain, but it didn't start raining until all the cars had formed on the grid. And what did Mercedes do? They popped up this gazebo over Lewis Hamilton's car. It was great. It's like, hang on a minute. Mercedes have got a gazebo.
Who knew?
And all the other teams were like, we haven't got a gazebo. They just had a couple of umbrellas. There was proper gazebo envy on an F1 grid. Now, I've seen it before in other places.
Envy.
Gazebo envy.
Oh, yeah.
There's no envy like gazebo envy. I've seen it on a Grand Prix circuit before. Adrian is taking concrete. Well, he's taking cement up for concrete to the Isle of Skye. Obviously, Skye's entitled to have cement and concrete.
Undoubtedly.
But it's not something you think about, is it? You think about Skye, you think about... I don't know, you just think about trees and about lapping waters, on quiet, content little coastlines. But no, this is for the new fish farm.
Oh, the fish farm.
Well, I also don't think about fish farms in Skye, to be honest. I think about natural fishing, not farm fishing, but it goes on there. That's Barry in Fife in Scotland. Well done, Barry. OK, I'm late with the travel here. Sorry, then.
He got all gazeboed out, didn't
Are you well?
I'm terribly well.
You do look well,
Thank
actually.
you, you're very kind. It's really working. In Hull, Boothby Road, it's closed. Both directions. There's an accident between Askew Avenue and Anlaby Park Road North. Also, M1, a couple of lanes are closed northbound. They're doing some emergency repairs following an accident. Junction 16 to 18, Northampton to Rugby. I'm getting calls from people heading into London from the east side, and they're saying the A13 is slowing past Dagenham, and the A2 is slow past Gravesend towards the M25 interchange. And also in South London, westbound traffic in the Greenwich area is heavy towards the scene of an accident. It was on the A2 New Cross Road. Apparently it's been removed now, still busy in the area. Already we have slow traffic on the M25 clockwise, 5 to 6, M26 through to Godstone, and there's accident investigation work going on the M5 northbound, 15 to 14. That's the M4 through to Fulfield. One lane closed, back with more in half an hour.
All right, 10 to 7. So talking about the F1, the Grand Prix, Christmas came early for Lewis Hamilton, didn't it? What? More about that with Vass in the back pages next.
Get no more, 100 degrees. I got 1 foot out the door. Where are my keys? 'Cause I gotta leave, yeah. In the back of the cab. I took the drive ahead of time. Get me the fast. I got your body on my mind. I want it bad. Ooh, just the thought of you gets me so high. So high. Girl, you the one I want to
Jason Derulo. Want to Want Me. We're getting lots of half marathon news in this morning. Now, we could go off on one about the half marathon as a concept, as a phenomenon, because one of our lot, who is due to be running in the half marathon at Windsor with us 6 days from today, the countdown is well and truly on, has yet to do his long run. I've heard this is running his 5 miles. And he's saying, can I do it today? And Vassos, we're saying...
Well, saying it's too late, but on the plus side,
yes.
I mean, let's not name him, Jumping Jimmy Flash, James Carpenter.
Yep.
If you want to look out for his results on Sunday. On the plus side, James, you will not be overtrained, and you have done a tremendous... Nobody on the start line at Windsor will have tapered as well as you. Your taper has lasted 364 days.
Since last time. You ran 5 miles in, when was it? March? April? Unbelievable.
He's going to enjoy Sunday, isn't he?
He's got...
Miles 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So he's run 5. So if he runs one mile more than he's run all year, that's 6. He'll only have another 7 to go. Yeah, which is more. So he'll have more to go than he's run this year. See. It's all about the prep. And the great thing is, when you prepare for something like this, you know this, listeners, whether it's, the local cake show or, I don't know, the bring and buy sale or something that you're doing for your kids at school, or whether it's something physical, you know that if you're prepared for it, the actual event itself is a celebration and there's nothing to fear.
Yep.
And then there's the opposite. He's gone pale.
I mean, a lot of Olympic medalists, I can't remember who it is, say that the medal is just the demonstration of all the training they did in the winter.
It's the proof.
Yeah.
It's the proof, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, how have Jumping Jimmy Flash's fellow sportsmen fared over the weekend?
Well, I tell you what, Lewis Hamilton got to the start line in Singapore and he freely said, look, I need a miracle, is what he said. His car wasn't set up to win in Singapore. He qualified in 5th. Everyone was going to overtake him in the driver's standings. And then by the end of the first corner, he was leading. So you never know, James. You might be, come the top of the Royal Mile. Is it called the Royal Mile?
It's called the Long Walk.
The Long Walk.
Yeah.
You might be, everyone else might fall over. You might be out in front.
We could all crash into each other. We could all crash into each other on your behalf.
If it's raining, you never know. So there's that.
You're right, Jim. See, we're on till half-time. You could nip out now. You'll be back for midday.
So Lewis Hamilton won in Singapore. You mentioned this with Lynn. 6 races left. He is 28 points ahead. Extraordinary stuff. And back page of the Times this morning, that makes the Mail. Back page of the Times, United and City in a class of their own. City won 6-0 away on Saturday. Their last 3 games, 4-0, 5-0 and 6-0. And Manchester United beat Everton 4-0 at Old Trafford. So those two, the Manchester clubs, sitting pretty at the top of the Premier League table.
Thank you very much, Vassos. To the news now with R.E.M. The Sidewinder sleeps tonight.
This here is the place where I will be staying. There isn't a number you can call the paper. Let it ring a long, 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 long time. If I don't pick up, hang up, call back, let it ring some more.
team. I signed up for my first ever race last night, a half marathon in March next year. I've already run more than Jimmy this week than he has all year. So you're like his opposite then, aren't you? From Fran in Lincolnshire, thanks for making me feel so positive. I can do this. Yes, you can. And you will. All the best half marathon training plans online. You go online. Obviously, Jim's never read any of them. But if you go online, the final week of training starts with the phrase, right, you already know you're ready for the race. Relax. You've done the training, you've put in the work. It's time to look forward to the next 7 days, etc., etc., etc. This is BBC Radio 2. Online on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. It's 7 o'clock. Here's Moira.
BBC News at 7 o'clock on Monday, the 18th of September. Good morning. Police investigating the bomb attack on the London Tube have been searching a fried chicken shop in West London. 4 schoolboys have been arrested on suspicion of murder, and the head of the UK Statistics Authority has refused to back down in a row with Boris Johnson. Police investigating the Parsons Green Tube bombing have been searching a fried chicken shop in Hounslow in West London, where a 21-year-old man was detained on Saturday night on suspicion of terror offences. He's believed to be Yahya Farouk, a Syrian refugee. A house in Stanwell in Surrey, where he'd been living, is also being searched. A neighbour, Patrick Hodge, described Mr Farouk as friendly.
He had family that came down from Scotland with the young children and so forth. We used to give them lollies and everything, and that all chatted, everything out there. He used to have his friends out there with his prayer mats and so forth, and that, but we didn't think nothing of it. We just thought he was a nice neighbour.
Another suspect, who's 18 and thought to be an Iraqi refugee, is still being questioned by detectives. 4 schoolboys from Leicester, 3 aged 14 and a 15-year-old, have been arrested on suspicion of murder. Police say a man in his 60s died in the early hours of Friday, 2 weeks after he was found injured in the city centre. The boys are being held in custody, and detectives are appealing for people to come forward with information. The chairman of the UK Statistics Authority, Sir David Norgrove, is refusing to withdraw his criticism of the Foreign Secretary, who he's accused of a clear misuse of official figures. In a newspaper article published at the weekend, Boris Johnson revived the controversial claim that the UK stood to regain control of around £350 million a week after Brexit. Alex Forsyth reports.
Boris Johnson's decision to resurrect the claim that Brexit will restore control over £350 million a week was met with surprise in some quarters. That was compounded by his defiant response to criticism from the UK Statistics Authority, which resulted in a public row over the accuracy of the figure. It's understood the Foreign Secretary has told the Prime Minister the UK can and must regain control over all of the money it currently pays Brussels. More generally, he's thought to be concerned about the direction of Brexit.
Theresa May is flying to Canada to discuss a post-Brexit trade deal with the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. They'll also talk about a growing row involving the Canadian aircraft company Bombardier, which is Northern Ireland's biggest industrial employer. America is threatening to impose new tariffs on the firm, claiming it's unfairly supported by UK and Canadian subsidies. American forecasters say a storm that will hit the Leeward Islands in the Caribbean tonight is strengthening into a dangerous major hurricane. Maria is the second powerful storm in the region in 2 weeks. Researchers say children with malignant brain cancer could in future receive more targeted treatment with fewer side effects. UK scientists have identified 7 different forms of the most common type of the disease, medulloblastoma, opening the way to more personalised therapies and in some cases gentler treatments. A British endurance cyclist is set to reclaim the world record for circumnavigating the globe a day ahead of schedule. Mark Beaumont has cycled through Russia, Mongolia, China, along the southern coast of Australia and across North America. He's due to arrive in Paris this afternoon, 79 days after he set off, and says it hasn't been easy.
I crashed on day 9 when I was just east of Moscow, broke my front teeth and damaged my elbow quite badly. Ultimately, it's a mental challenge. Riding from 4 o'clock every morning through till 9:30, 10 o'clock every night.
The annual American Television Awards, the Emmys, have been handed out in Los Angeles. Several British hopefuls, including Sir Anthony Hopkins, Claire Foy and Benedict Cumberbatch, missed out on awards, but as Peter Bowes reports from LA, other Brits are celebrating.
It was a show heavy on political comedy, with jokes at the expense of Donald Trump, from the Russia inquiry to the president's penchant for tweeting. The host Stephen Colbert even ridiculed the former reality TV star for never winning an Emmy himself. The American actor John Lithgow was honoured for his portrayal of Winston Churchill in The Crown. British winners included the comedian John Oliver, Charlie Brooker for the dark satirical drama Black Mirror, and Riz Ahmed for The Night Of.
Today's weather forecast. After a chilly start, much of England and Wales will have sunshine and showers. Eastern Scotland and northern England will have rain later. Top temperatures 18 Celsius in London, 17 in Cardiff, 16 in Belfast and 13 in Edinburgh. BBC News, it's 7:05.
Thank you, Moira. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your radio talking. And we want to wish you all a very happy Monday morning, everyone. It is Monday, we're here. Are you there?
This is your wake-up call.
Where's there? Good morning, Britain. Taking you all abroad now if you're listening overseas. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? Will we ever see you again? Email us, text us, whatever, just get in touch. Representing Yeovil, close to home this morning, Tim Tatler is en route to the European Tug-of-War Championships in Southport. Hoping his Somerset ACF team will be putting themselves together enough to take the trophy back home, representing Leeds. Anne Smith is extending the weekend by soaking up the sights in Coniston with hubby Peter. After conquering the Old Man Fell yesterday, today they're going to take it a bit more leisurely with their dog Maverick. And representing Newport, Stephen Halliwell is bursting with pride as he watches son Lee graduate from the British Racing School. After 7 years training, this proud dad hopes his little lad will become one of Britain's top jockeys. Today's show is dedicated to anyone freshly focused on a new goal. And today's show is entitled Strength Doesn't Come From What You Can Do, It Comes From Overcoming Things You Once Thought You Couldn't.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Good morning, Britain, and welcome to another day here on Planet Earth.
Well, listen, everybody, let me tell you about the rock and roll. Oh, feel that rhythm and it's really gonna thrill your soul. Come along with me to a land of make-believe. She said, whamma, lamma, 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 rock and roll is king. She loves that rock and roll and she plays it all night long. Oh, that's all she ever tells me when I call her on the telephone. She says to feel that jumping beat and to get up on your feet. She says, oh, whamma, lamma, 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 rock and roll is king. Oh, let those guitars play for me, play for me. Oh, let that song ring out. That's how it's meant to be. Well, it rolls like a train as it's coming on down the track. She rolled over Beethoven and she gave Tchaikovsky back. Oh, she loves that
No, rock and roll is king.
Says you can't do that 'cause all I wanna do is rock and roll. Now here I'm gonna say, when that music starts to play, she says, whamma, lamma, bamma, lamma, rockin'.
Good times will be freshly focused, I think, on you girls. September.
Whamma, lamma, bamma, lamma, rock and roll.
Here's a little goal for you. Try and sort something out. Or get something going before the clocks go back. Why don't you do that?
Rock and roll is king. She said,
Right, good morning, Monday morning. 08000 288 291. Kids, that's your phone number. 08000 288 291. If you're going to start your brand new week by doing something for the first time ever, please do call us now. We're talking about Jumping Jimmy Flash, who works on the show. He's producing the show today because we are Ellie-less until tomorrow. Ellie comes back and he's running... Sorry, where was I? Anyway, yes, Jumping Jimmy Flash is supposed to be preparing for the Windsor Half this Sunday. He hasn't been. Some of you saying... That's all right, some it's not so all right. Tell Jimmy he'll be fine, says Sean in Peterborough 16 years ago, with no exercise in 6 years. I only did a 3-mile warm-up 2 weeks before a half marathon. I was 21 stone. Chris, I did the Great North Run last week with my friend. We trained loads, running 4 times a week, and regular runners for the last 3 years. Brother-in-law does it, no training at all, 4 minutes quicker on a full English. I hate him, says Mark in Bagworth. Now, Claire in Manchester comes at this whole subject differently. She says, I ran downstairs this morning to turn the house alarm off. Have I run more than James this year? Well, jury's out, could be.
clear as a bell and an echoing shell, clear as a pane of glass. I realize I can't revise. It's clear as a big blue sky. Through and through it all, you're trying to stall. It's clear as a crystal ball, as the facets unfold in platinum and gold. Clear as a flawless diamond. I'm hitting the wall. I know I'm gonna fall for you. Is it not fate or fatal attraction? Could it be a fait accompli? Oh, is it doom or destiny? Oh, is it doom or destiny? Dark as a winter's moonless night, dark as a velvet cake. I realize I can't revise. It's dark as the other side. I can't recommend what I can't defend. It's dark as a deep sea trench. I'm stuck in the dark, it's having a bit dark as an angry inch. I can't wait, you're out of state play. Oh, it could be fate or fatal attraction. Could it be a fait accompli? Oh, is it doom or destiny? Oh, is it doom or destiny?
Blondie, Demo Destiny. Now, Scott from Wiltshire, you're being very naughty here. It's very cruel to give someone false hope, okay? Sincere and genuine inspiration is one thing, but this is just evil. Hi, Chris. I can provide some comfort to Jumping Jimmy Flash. I ran the Chippenham Half last weekend, having only done one 10k run back in June, and having only ever run as far as 10k 2 or 3 times in my life. I finished in 2 hours and 6 minutes. All is not lost. Now, hang on a second. Scott, 2 hours, 6 minutes. That's really quite good. So here we go. What else do you do, fitness-wise? You must do loads of other stuff, and you've just thrown a run in there. What is your body mass index? How old are you? What's your lifestyle like? And then we'll compare all that to Jim's, all right? Jim, can you start? No, don't want to go there. Fair enough. Right, here's Carol. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, Chris.
My goodness, we've missed you.
Oh, right back at you. It's lovely to be back.
And you've missed so much weather. You know when to take a fortnight off, don't you?
Oh, I know, but I was watching it with great interest.
I know. Well, we had all the hail over the weekend. We had literally 4 seasons, not in one day and 1 hour where we live. How's it looking today?
Today, well, we've got a rather chilly and murky start, but it's going to be another day of sunshine and showers. So if we start off with England and Wales, there are some mist and fog patches to watch out for this morning, but they should slowly clear to leave sunny spells by this afternoon. And there'll be some scattered showers developing through the day, more especially across eastern England, where it will also be rather cool and breezy. Further west across England and also all of Wales, you're more likely to start dry today with fewer showers, and it will feel a little warmer than in recent days, with highs between 15 and 18 Celsius. For Scotland and Northern Ireland, it's a chilly start for you too. In fact, there's a touch of grass frost around, and we've also got some fog. But there'll be a good deal of sunshine developing for most, although eastern and northeastern Scotland will remain cloudier with showery rain at times. Mainly dry though, away from the east, with light winds and highs 13 to 16. Now tonight, the cloud and showery rain will push south across the eastern half of the country, clearing the south coast by dawn, leaving dry and chilly conditions to start Tuesday morning with mist and fog in places, as well as a touch of grass frost in the north. That means tomorrow, after a fresh and misty start, it's going to shape up to be a decent day for much of the country, mostly dry with light winds and highs 15 to 18, which will feel pleasant in the afternoon sunshine. Wednesday, Chris, there's rain crossing from the west to the east, but by Thursday, some parts could be back up at 20 or 21 Celsius. Not bad.
Not bad at all. And lovely to have you back, Carol. Thanks so much.
You too.
Cheers.
Take care.
Hey everybody, this is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
This week we celebrate Foo Fighters. In the run-up to their 9th studio album, the band plays a very special gig, and Radio 2 has extraordinary access.
I gotta say, I'm kind of excited about this gig.
Joe Wiley.
I'll be talking to the band before and after the show, finding out how they prepare to play to thousands.
The human element of making music is what's most important.
We'll look back at their triumphant Glastonbury sets and look ahead, finding out what it takes to put on a globe-trotting arena world tour.
Joe Wiley.
Backstage with Foo Fighters. This Wednesday night from 8 on BBC Radio 2.
Thank you so much. 17 minutes past 7, taking you all abroad now. We'll have some of those with Lynn. If you're listening overseas, tell us where. Who are you with? What you doing? What's it like? Will you have to come back here? Or is that it? Right, today's On This Day for the 18th of September. This morning's On This Day comes to us courtesy of a BAFTA award-winning actor who's back for Series 3 of BBC One's mockumentary W1A. Tonight at 10 p.m. on BBC One, it's the jolly Jason Watkins.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Jason. It's over to you.
On this day in 1851, the first issue of the New York Times was published. In 1763, the first piano was built in the United States. The instrument was originally named the spinet and was made by John Harris. In 1983, Arnold Schwarzenegger became a US citizen. And in 1709, the creator of the first dictionary of the English language, Samuel Johnson, was born in England. And finally, in 1983, Kiss appeared without their makeup for the first time during an interview on MTV, promoting the release of their newest album, Lick It Up.
Thank you very much. Series 3 of W1A starring Jason Watkins alongside Jessica Hines and Hugh Bonneville. Tonight, BBC One, 10 p.m. Okay. Returns to BBC One tonight on 10 p.m. on BBC Two. That's the best read ever. Returns to BBC One tonight at 10 p.m. on BBC Two. I mean, it will happen one day, that. Or maybe it is happening tonight. I don't know. Just reading out what's in front of me.
But I don't hear the rap that they all say. They try to tell us we don't belong. That's alright. We're millions strong. This is my music. It makes me proud. These are my people, and this is my crowd. These are crazy, 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 crazy nights. You change me. Cause that's who I am. These are crazy, 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 crazy.
Kiss and Crazy Nights, 7:21, BBC Radio 2, Monday morning. So the team are here. Lynn's here. Morning, Lynn.
Morning.
Hopefully you're there too. Some people a little further away, a little more distant than others. Are you ready for these? Where do you want to start, Lynn? Do you want to go, if you're looking at the map, do you want to go left, right, down a bit, right a bit, up a bit?
I always like to start in the north.
I don't get anything in the north.
All right.
Because the thing is,
the northeast.
All abroad tends to be people who've gone to the sunshine.
Norway?
Not really, no.
All right. Deep south then, please.
You want to go deep south? Sicily?
Yeah, I'll do.
Is that all right? Okay. I think we start with Sicily. Here we go. Got Sicily somewhere. Oh, yeah, here we have. Sicily, lovely listening to you and the gang. Here's this soaking up the sunshine around the pool. We are representing Brandnich, Devon and Farnham. So says Christine, Kelly and Graham. Already by the pool. Already by the pool. Fair. Where do you want to go next? Up a bit? Right a bit? Up a bit. Okay, I'm going to get this right.
This is like the golden shot.
Oh, no, this isn't right. This is down a bit. This is Greece now. Lying on the sunbed in Paphos, it looks like another beautiful hot day celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary. Well, good for you. Sue and Bry from the Midlands. Nice. Sue and Bry from the Midlands. Charlie and Jackie from Warwickshire listening to the show whilst on holiday on the island of Gozo. Do you know where that is?
No.
Just off Malta. I didn't know that either. Over 30 degrees by 10 a.m. each day, so not many miles being covered by us other than by our car to the local pizzeria. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Lunchtime beer? I think so.
Yep.
Cold one for me. Loving the show. It's a slice of home. That's what we are. We're a slice of home. Yes. Yes. We're like Vera Lynn in The War.
You didn't want to stay with us, though. You want to go in the warm, don't you?
Hey, we're very big in Malta. Paul Moore and the family also in Malta, listening on Tinternet, getting ready for a day trip to the island of Gozo. Oh, they're going where our last people were. Maybe they could meet up. We can put you in touch with each other.
Wear a badge.
Yes.
Wear a badge. I've been listening to Radio 2.
Huge, massive one. Yes. Teresa, listening to you while sunning ourselves in Borneo on honeymoon. More honeymooners. Nice. The newlyweds. Steve from Hindhead, listening to you from Italy. See, they're all clustered around the same area. I wonder if they got us some kind of bargain deal. Today we're catching the ferry from Musso to Bellagio on Lake Como. Oh, how very nice. Listening to you from the sunny Seychelles. We are waking up to the first day of our honeymoon. Here we go again. 30th birthday, Tash's birthday as well, my wife. We are looking forward to 10 days of exploring, snorkelling and eating our way around this tropical paradise. Best wishes, Nick and Tash Balen. There you go. Nice. Very nice. Well done to you all. Wish we were there. Here's Lynn.
Booth Ferry Road. This is in Hull. It's closed both directions. There's an accident between Askew Avenue and Anlaby Park Road North. Now, the M1, 2 lanes closed northbound. Emergency repairs following the accident. Junction 16 to 17, Northampton to the M45. Heading into London from the east side, A13. Our callers are saying that's busy as you go past Dagenham, and the A2 is also slow past Gravesend, heading for the M25 interchange. M11 is also slow southbound from the M25 to the A406 interchange. Accident investigation work taking place on the M5. On the northbound side, 15 to 14, M4 through to Fulfield, one lane is closed and queues are forming. M4 in South Wales already very, very busy. This is eastbound, firstly between Cardiff and Newport, and then again on your way to junction 23A Magor, thanks to Mary for her call. Now, we've got reports of queue on the M3. This is towards an accident. It's northbound, junction 9 to 8. That's Winchester through to the A303 for Andover. Lots of calls about this one. One lane closed. As I said, traffic's very slow. Back with more in half an hour.
7:25. 7:25 doesn't get enough credit in my book.
Put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. In my mind, I'm running around a cold and empty space. Just put your arms around me, tell me everything's okay. Break my bones, but you won't see me fall. Oh, the rising
Jess Glynn. Big hit at Carfest South this year. She was absolutely magnificent. Hold my hand. And she's going to go away for a while now and record some new music. And she's going to be back in about a year's time, she said. Right, Izzy's here now. Izzy Berry from Truro in Cornwall. She's 10 years of age. And what did you do? Good morning, Izzy, by the way. Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Izzy. How are you today? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks for asking. So what did you do for the first time ever on Saturday?
I went up in a helicopter.
Yes, you did. Who'd you go in the helicopter with?
My mum, my dad, and some other people.
Some other people. Who was flying the helicopter?
Captain Sharky Finn and Dave.
So Sharky Finn's got a really sort of exotic, exciting sort of action man name, Captain Sharky Finn and Dave.
Yeah.
All right, okay. And so what did you see? Where did you go?
So we flew over Newquay and Crantock, which is a beach.
Right.
And we got up to 1,000 feet.
It says 10,000 here. Was it 10,000 or 1,000?
1,000.
Was it I was going to say, because 10,000, you start to need oxygen, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's a bit dodgy up there for a
Yeah.
helicopter. All right, well done. So you saw that. And what was the helicopter like itself?
It was really windy and noisy.
Was it different to what you thought?
Yeah, it wasn't as windy.
All right, okay, good for you. How long did it last, your flight?
10 minutes.
Okay, was it fantastic?
Yes, it was.
I love helicopters. All right, Izzy, mark yourself and your first flight and Captain Sharky Finn and Dave and your family and some other people at 1,000 feet out of 10, please.
10.5.
10.5, all right. Nice work, Izzy. And Layla's here now. Good morning, Layla Newton.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Layla from Doncaster in South Yorkshire. She's 9. And what are you doing for the first time ever today?
I'm having my first guitar lesson today.
All right, will you come back tomorrow and tell us how it was and perhaps play us a bit?
Yes.
Yay! Thank you very much indeed. Just got 7:30. We're almost on time. Very impressive for us for a Monday. Even if we do say so ourselves. Here's Maura with the headlines.
BBC News. Police investigating the Parsons Green Tube bombing have been searching a fried chicken shop in Hounslow in West London, where a 21-year-old man was detained on Saturday night on suspicion of terror offences. He's believed to be Yahya Farouk, a Syrian refugee. 4 teenage boys from Leicester have been arrested on suspicion of murder. Police say a man in his 60s died in the early hours of Friday, 2 weeks after he was found injured in the city centre. Children with malignant brain cancer could receive more targeted treatment with fewer side effects after scientists identified 7 different forms of the most common type of the disease. The researchers hope their work will lead to new drugs and treatments being developed. There have been British successes at the American Television Awards, the Emmys, in Los Angeles. They included Charlie Brooker for the dark satirical drama Black Mirror, Riz Ahmed for The Night Of, and the comedian John Oliver. Today's weather forecast: a chilly start with mist and fog patches in most places, followed by showers this afternoon. Those are the BBC headlines. Our next news at 8 o'clock.
Have you ever helicoptered, Moira?
With you, I have, yes.
Did we helicopter together?
Yes.
God,
You even flew.
Did I?
We went to Cornwall. We actually got to Cornwall.
Is this all true?
I swear.
How can I not remember that I've flown you in a helicopter? That's shocking, isn't it?
Let me tell you.
I need to have a big word with myself.
Well, I will never forget it. There must be still claw marks in the back of the seat in front of me.
Yeah. Well, that sounds about right now.
You
Okay.
did some dives, my
Thanks.
dear.
All right, thanks very much. Moving on. We should never asked. All right, today's Golden Oldie, please.
It's chosen by Hughie Burton from Doncaster in South Yorkshire. He says, "This song reminds me of when I met my partner Irene in 1981. I would always sing this song to her in the bar because it was her favourite song, and my voice can't have been too bad as we got engaged a year later." The track that takes Hughie back is The Drifters with Save the Last Dance for Me.
Thank you, Moira.
You can dance
over and out.
Every dance with the guy who gives you the eye, let him hold you tight. You can smile, every smile for the man who held your hand neath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun. laugh and sing.
Yes, I know.
But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. You can dance. If he asks, you can dance. If you're all alone, can he take you home? You must tell him no. 'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, say the last dance for me. Say the last dance for me. Say the last dance for me.
The Drifters, today's Golden Oldie, Save the Last Dance for me. Choose yours, bbc.co.uk/radio 2 our pages. The Golden Oldie, 7:35. So, we are 6 days and counting from the Windsor Half Marathon. If you're running it with us, then we can't wait to see you. It's a lovely marathon. The first mile is a killer because it is directly uphill, but that means the last mile, which is the same mile, is downhill, if you get there. And Jumping Jimmy Flash is going to run it again with us. He's producing the show today, but he's not really done any training. But we've been getting messages of support from Jimmy from people who've done similarly less training, and Scott from Wiltshire was one of them, and he says, I've only run 10k twice in my life, and I ran a half marathon and I did it in 2 hours 6 minutes, so he should be fine. And we're thinking, well, Scott, he might not be like you, he might not have the same qualifications or the natural genes that you have or the same kind of lifestyle as you have. So we've got back in touch with Scott and we found out a bit more about Scott. Now there's many things that could mitigate what he said about his, 2 hours 6 minutes for a half marathon is pretty impressive. It has to be said, it's close to breaking the 2 hour barrier, which is right up there. All you really need to know about Scott Jumping Jimmy Flash is that he was in the RAF for 16 years. So we could start with that. Okay. Oh dear.
We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars. We are billions of beautiful hearts. And you sold us down the river too far. What about us? What about all the times you said you had the answers? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever afters? What about us? What about all the plans that ended in disaster? What about love? What about trust? What about us? We are problems that want to be solved. We are children that need to be loved. We were willing, we came when you called. But man, you fooled us. Enough is enough. Oh, what about us? What about all the times you said you had the answer? What about us? What about all the broken happy ever after?
about us? 20 to 8, Radio 2, Monday morning.
What about us?
September the 18th,
What about us?
2017.
What about us?
Papers next.
It starts off with just a few notes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Which are answered with a few more.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey!
Then someone else joins in.
Dun, 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 dun.
And before you know it,
Dun, 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 dun.
everyone's at it. Join Reverend Richard Coles, Debbie McGee, Alexandra Burke, and the rest of the class of 2017 for Strictly Come Dancing. Saturday night at 6:25 on BBC One.
Yeah, back good and live and proper. 6:25 this Saturday. Strictly Come Dancing. I can't remember. I can never remember this, and we watch it every year religiously in our house. I can't remember if people get knocked out in the first week or not. I can't remember. First live show. Don't think so. All right, the Times front page. Johnson cut adrift after Brexit ploy backfires. Gove denies pact over glorious vision of the future. This is all the papers. The Guardian. Johnson in distortion row after £350 million Brexit claims. Back to the slogan on the side of the bus during the Brexit pre-referendum campaign. The Telegraph. Boris and May in Brexit bill showdown. Because she's due to make her big speech tomorrow about Brexit, the current state of Brexit in Florence. Because apparently we have great history, great successful history, and deep and close bonds with Florence. I had no idea. Been there many times. Lovely place. 90-mile-per-hour storm season to be the worst on record. We have more storms coming our way. That's in the Telegraph, and the Mirror go into those into a bit more detail. Apparently, they've already been named, these storms. But I've lost the page that tells me what those names are. That's my fault. That's my bad. Hang on a minute. They're coming over now. Thank you. Merrily. Okay, on the way, Brian, Caroline, Eleanor, Georgina, and Fion. Today, there's been another hurricane forecast for this afternoon in Barbados. Don't know if you heard about that. All right, it's entirely different now. Cute picture stories. Here we go. A hobbit forming. This is a wonder dad, super dad. Good morning to you. What's his name? Sorry, can't see his name. Anyway, the point is, he's a super dad. He built this tree house for his daughter, the Dream Tree House. Big fan of The Hobbit. And he's built this tree house, and it's one shed of the year. Technically, it is allowed, apparently, if it's a tree house. Now, what's interesting about this is, A, it's gorgeous, it is stunning, but B, his daughter, who wanted this, handed over her life savings in order to fund the build, which was £500. So this is a good all-round story, family knowing values, loving each other and getting on with life for all the right reasons. And then there's a koala bear story in the papers today, which I'm going to do with Lynn and Vassos because I need some reaction from it. This really is a contender for cutest picture ever.
I got this feeling
On the way next.
inside my bones.
What's the name of that super dad? Hang on.
Electric wavy when I turn it on.
Shitting Falls, just around the corner from
My city,
our pub.
off from my home. We're flying.
Benedict Swanborough, his name is.
And we in our
Well
zone.
done, Mr. Swanborough.
Got that sunshine in my pocket. Got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it. So don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes. Nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket. Got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more about you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling.
Russ, that's a quick question for you.
Yes.
Who is Lewis Gamilton?
I don't know. Who's Lewis Gamilton?
Well, I don't know. I've got a clip from Lewis Gamilton next to play.
Oh, I wonder if he's any good at driving.
That'd be a silent G, would it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Just
Lewis
checking.
Hamilton.
Just checking.
I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you.
Justin Timberlake can't stop the feeling. So we are talking Lewis Gamilton in a moment or two. 30 minutes later. Did anybody else see Mercedes Gazebo? It was amazing. It started raining in Singapore on the grid. They weren't ready for it. Everybody's on the wrong tyres. The race hadn't started. All the cars are getting rained on. They don't have to be worked on. So Mercedes pop up their gazebo.
All the other teams will have gazebos by the next race in Malaysia.
Unbelievable. But it did look a bit silly, to be honest, a Formula 1 car under a gazebo.
I don't know.
Looked like a village fete.
Buy a raffle ticket
of the car
and win a car.
Right, so Vass and I thinking about when's the last time we made our kids something, like blokes should. When did we actually, fashion something for our children out of things you can find on the planet and in woods and down the bottom of the garden? Because this super dad here he is again, Benedict Swanborough from Chiddingfold, just around the corner from where we celebrated my mum's 92nd birthday yesterday. Well done, Mum. Cracking right on towards her mid-90s. This rather wonderful treehouse. It is gorgeous. There it is, Lynn.
Unbelievable.
It's stunning. It's Hobbit-like, isn't it?
Yes.
She wanted his daughter requested a Hobbit-like treehouse, and this is pretty much as good as it gets. So how bad should Vass and I feel about this? Well, not bad at all, because he's a garden designer.
It's his job.
I know he's a designer. He doesn't build things. Oh, here we go, yeah.
No, all right. He's still pretty impressive.
Okay.
Because I suppose our equivalent of that would you be going home and doing a sports bulletin for your kids?
I try. They just never ask. Shush, Dad.
Poor kids. Oh, it's poor kids.
All right, cutest. I know this is the radio, but sometimes the best pictures are formed with words, and the best words are inspired by pictures. Here we go. Koala's trip down under pastry of the Mirror. It's also in the Mail. Look at the picture. Both of you two. Aww. Little koala bear there.
Aww. Koala bears, I think, might be the cutest things.
Okay.
No, just above puppies.
So, Koala Strip Down Under, that's the Mirror's headline. The same story, different headline in the Mail. How much can a koala bear? I quite like that. And it's a picture of this little koala bear, little girl koala bear, and she's been clinging onto the suspension of a car for 10 miles. She's travelled 10 miles in the wheel arch of a car, and she was crying. And the driver of the car could
crying,
screaming.
Yes.
She was crying, and the driver of the car only heard this crying sound from his I think it was his near side wheel arch. When he pulled up at some lights in Australia, and he got out to see it was a little koala bear. He got stuck in the wheel arch. And the animal rescue people came and rescued the koala.
Oh, that is a lovely story.
So how much can a koala bear? Well, quite a lot when hiding in a wheel arch. Because there's all those little plays on words, isn't there, for Australians? How well can a wombat? You know those ones?
Yeah.
No, I don't
How much
know.
can a koala bear? What's the other one?
One about...
There's loads more. I'll have a think. Let's get on to Lewis Hamilton and his gazebo first.
First stop,
Off you go.
Singapore. Formula 1 in the rain. Lewis Hamilton qualified 5th and said he needed a miracle. Well, on the very first corner, he got one.
How fast can a dingo? Going with the speed theme.
Kimi Raikkonen, the Ferrari! The two Ferraris collide! Raikkonen is off! Verstappen is out! Raikkonen is out! The safety car is deployed and Vettel's off!
A bunch of them went disappearing, which, of course, I can't complain. I think I did well to stay out of it all. We came here this weekend, I had no idea that would be such a positive outcome. Game on.
Hamilton 28 points clear now, 6 races to go. Football time, it's looking increasingly like the Manchester clubs are in a class of their own this season. City won 6-0 on Saturday, while United thrashed Everton 4-0 to join City at the top of the table and ruin Rooney's return.
I would be pleased with 1-0. We played extremely well. I think in our first 30-35 minutes we played the best football we played this season.
Happy Jose, a 5th red card in 8 games for Chelsea, who drew 0-0 with Arsenal. Right then, I think we need some advice for jumping Jimmy Flash, who's done precisely no long runs ahead of the Windsor half, which is running with us on Sunday. Now, the world's top ultra runner is in town for the Glencoe Skyline, which he won in record time. Now, he's running hard in the mountains, James, for 6 hours straight. So I just called Kilian Jornet to ask him how he deals with the pain.
First, you have to love what you are doing. That's what I love to do, to be outside and to be running. And yeah, of course, some moments it's painful and it can be hard. But on another way, the passion and the motivation of discovering it's much bigger than the pain.
There you go, passion and motivation for discovering.
No mention of chips or curry.
That'll get you through without your training. Big boxing at the weekend. Golovkin-Alvarez ended in a controversial draw. And the rank outsider, Mensur Suljovic, won the Champions League of Darts last night in Cardiff.
Thank you. Here's Lynn.
Thank you. Hull, Boothbury Road, closed both directions. Accident between Askew Avenue and Anlaby Park Road North. Travelling past Manchester, first the M62, slow westbound from Junction 21, Milne Row. And if you're on your way to Manchester from the Liverpool side, it's heavy from Junction 8, Burtonwood, past the M6 interchange and on towards Risley at Junction 11. Slow traffic on the M42 southbound. This is built up really quickly and quite suddenly from Junction 10, Tamworth, south towards Junction 4 at Shirley. M1, a couple of lanes are closed northbound for the emergency repairs following the accident after Junction 16, which is Northampton. Southbound traffic is also slow to the area from Junction 18 Crick. No lanes are closed on that side though. Accident investigation work continues on the M5. This is northbound. 15, the M4 to 14 at Fulfield. 1 lane closed there. Queues are reaching back to the M4. And just south of there, the M4 is heavy eastbound as you go past Bristol, junction with the M5 through to the M32 at Junction 19. M4 in South Wales, that's busy eastbound Cardiff to Newport and then again towards Magor at Junction 23A. Accident on the M3 northbound after Junction 9, Winchester, before the A303 at Junction 8. Now, it's been moved to the hard shoulder. It's still busy, and all lanes are open. As I said, still busy. And a little bit further north on the M3, there's a breakdown on the exit slip at Junction 2 for the M25. Back with more in half an hour.
So we had Colin Firth on the programme on Friday, which means we've now got him forever, because after the show we got him to do one of these.
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
And one of these.
Good morning, Britain, and welcome to another day here on planet Earth.
So stand by for more of those in the next 8 minutes.
It's a good looking.
Not the worst. He was very nice, wasn't he? He was all you wanted him to be. Yeah. Everything you wanted him to be more. He was so nice to everyone. Warm, clever. That intellect, that dry wit. Do you remember that dry wit? No. Used to feature heavily on this show.
She gives me all her tenderness and takes away my pain. And so far she hasn't run. Oh, I swear she's had her moments. She still believes in miracles while others cry in vain. It's all about soul. It's all about faith and a deeper devotion. It's all about soul. 'Cause under love is a stronger emotion. She's gotta be strong. 'Cause so many things getting out of control should drive her away. Why does she stay? It's all about soul. It's all about soul. It's all about joy that comes out of sorrow. It's all about soul. Who's standing now? Who's standing tomorrow? This life isn't fair. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get cold. You gotta get tough, but that ain't enough. It's all about
Well, you're all loving your koalas, aren't you? Simon in Bournemouth. Chris, did you know a koala bear isn't actually a bear? It's a marsupial. Paul from Wales confirms that because it has no qualifications. Where are these coming from? Chris, good to hear you after nearly a month down under. Really? We got to stroke the cutest koala. An amazing, extraordinary country. Have you been? No. And thanks for that.
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2. Good morning, Britain, and welcome to another day here on Planet Earth.
You'll be hearing lots more of those in the next few weeks.
on Monday, I was hoping someday you'd be on your way to better things. It's not about your makeup or how you try to shape up to these tiresome paper dreams. Paper dreams, honey. So now you pour your heart out, you're telling me you're far out, not about to lie down for your cause. But you don't pull my strings, cause I'm a better man, moving on to better things. But I love her because she moves in her own way. But she came to my show just to hear about my day. And at a show on Tuesday, she was in her mindset, tempered furs and spangled boots. Looks are deceiving, make me believe it, and these tiresome paper dreams. Paper dreams, honey, yeah. So won't you go far, tell them you're a keeper, not about to lie down for your cause. And you don't pull my strings, cause I'm a better man, moving on to better things. But I love her because she moves in her own way. But she came to my show just to hear about my day. Yes, I wish I would ever made it through all the summers. Get them up instead of kicking us back down to the surface. Yes, I wish I would ever made it through all the summers. Get them up instead of kicking us back.
Cook, she moves in her own way. So, let's do Breakfast Show breaking news. Super dads and super mums making things, fashioning things for their kids rather brilliantly. Louise Whitmer says, very proud of my husband Mark, and this gets so much worse for Vasselson and myself and Jumping Jimmy Flash, actually, who also works on the show. My husband Mark is making a fort in the garden for our two sons. A fort. But here's where they really turn the screw. Out of surplus wood from a local building site. Oh, what a dream, Dad. He's a maths teacher. All right, stop it now. All right, super mum, super dad, super uncle, super aunts. What are you making for the kids with your own fair hands to make the rest of us feel even more inadequate about ourselves? It's 8 o'clock. Here's Maura with the news on Radio 2.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Monday the 18th of September. Good morning. Police investigating the Parsons Green tube bombing have been searching a fast food shop in West London. A top civil servant is refusing to back down in a row with the Foreign Secretary. And a British endurance cyclist is poised to win a world record. Police investigating the Parsons Green Tube bombing in London have been searching a fast food outlet where a suspect was detained on Saturday night. 3 properties have been examined as more details emerge about the 2 men under arrest. Andy Moore reports.
The first suspect arrested was an 18-year-old man thought to be an Iraqi refugee who'd been living with his elderly foster parents in Sunbury-on-Thames. Late on Saturday night, a 21-year-old man was arrested outside a fried chicken shop in Hounslow. Yesterday, detectives were seen leaving that property with a number of items, including what appeared to be a computer monitor. The second arrested man is believed to be Yahya Farouk, a Syrian refugee who used to live in the same house in Sunbury as the first man. It's understood Mr. Farouk now lives in Stanwell. That house is also being searched.
4 schoolboys have been arrested on suspicion of murder by Leicester Police. It's in connection with the death of a man who was taken to hospital earlier this month. Tim Parker reports.
A man in his 60s was taken to hospital on Saturday the 2nd of September following what police are only describing as an incident in Leicester city centre. That incident wasn't reported to them for 10 days. The victim died during the early hours of Friday morning. A post-mortem examination has been carried out and inquiries are continuing into the cause of his death. Yesterday, 3 14-year-old boys and a 15-year-old boy were arrested on suspicion of murder. They are currently in police custody.
The chairman of the UK Statistics Authority, Sir David Norgrove, is refusing to withdraw his criticism of the Foreign Secretary, who he's accused of a clear misuse of official figures. In a newspaper article published at the weekend, Boris Johnson revived the controversial claim that the UK stood to regain control of around £350 million a week after Brexit. Alex Forsyth reports.
Boris Johnson's decision to resurrect the claim that Brexit will restore control over £350 million a week was met with surprise in some quarters. That was compounded by his defiant response to criticism from the UK Statistics Authority, which resulted in a public row over the accuracy of the figure. It's understood the Foreign Secretary has told the Prime Minister the UK can and must regain control over all of the money it currently pays Brussels. More generally, he's thought to be concerned about the direction of Brexit.
Children with malignant brain cancer could receive more targeted treatment with fewer side effects after scientists identified 7 different forms of the most common type of the disease. The researchers at Newcastle and Northumbria universities hope their work will lead to new drugs and treatments. Here's our health correspondent Jenny Walrond.
Around 1 in 5 children with brain cancer has medulloblastoma. 1 in 3 die within 5 years of being diagnosed. It's treated with a combination of chemotherapy, radiotherapy and surgery, but the side effects can be debilitating. Children can be left with impaired brain function, reduced growth and social problems. Researchers say the possibility of providing specific treatment for each child means that more gentle therapies can be used on those who are easier to treat.
A British endurance cyclist is set to reclaim the world record for circumnavigating the globe, a day ahead of schedule. Mark Beaumont is due to arrive in Paris this afternoon, 79 days after he set off. Our correspondent Oliver Conway has the story.
3, 2, 1, start.
Mark Beaumont eases himself into the Paris traffic at the start of his epic journey. Inspired by the Jules Verne classic Around the World in 80 Days, he cycled through Russia, Mongolia, China, along the southern coast of Australia and across North America. He's had to cover 240 miles a day, spending up to 16 hours in the saddle. On Saturday, Mark Beaumont crossed from Spain into France, tweeting as he cycled in the rain that his spirits had been lifted by seeing the first road sign for Paris.
Weather forecast round here, a chilly start for much of England and Wales with sunshine and showers. Eastern Scotland and northern England will have rain later. Top temperatures 18 Celsius in London, 17 in Cardiff, 16 in Belfast and 13 in Edinburgh. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you, Moira.
Online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Here we go! Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. By the way, flat pack back. Self-assembly doesn't count.
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Even I can do that.
I like mine with a kiss.
Sort of.
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
Monday morning. We're all still here. So let's make the most of it.
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. My girl's name is Sonora. I tell you, friends, I adore her. And when she dances, oh brother, she's a hurricane in all kinds of weather. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body on time. Whoop. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Whoop. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. You can talk about cha-cha, tango, waltz or the rumba. Sinora's dance has no title. You jump in the saddle, hold on to the bridle. Jump in the line, rock your body at time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body. Rock your body, child. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody help me. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Whoop. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body line. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body line. Yeah. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time. Sinora, she's a sensation, the reason for aviation. And fellas, you got to watch it. When she wind up, she bottom, she go like a rocket. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body in time. High star skirts a little higher, jump in the line, rock your body in time. Off the chimney, jump in the line, rock your body in time. Whoa. Shake, 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 Sinora. Shake your body line. Work, 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 Sinora. Work it all the time. Dance, 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 Sinora. Dance it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora. Work it all the time. Sinora dances calypso. Left to right is the tempo. And when she gets the sensation, she go up in the air, come down in slow motion. Jump in the line, rock your body in time. Okay, I believe you, jump in the line, rock your body in time. Somebody!
Harry Belafonte, jump in the line, rock your body in time. Jules Holland on the show in a bit.
Jump in the line, rock your body.
Celebrating 25 years of Later with a brilliant brand new single.
Shake your body line.
And a special show at the Albert Hall.
Shake, shake, Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora.
Well, this is all very impressive. And also at the same time quite depressing for us not so handy dads and mums. My wife is very handy. She can do a bit of this, to be honest. I used to be so into it when I was little. I had a collection of saws. I had my own toolkit, and somewhere in my teens it all left me this. Don't know why. Today's show is dedicated to anyone who is currently focusing on a brand new goal. Now's the time. Now really is the time of the year to do this kind of stuff. And today's show is entitled Strength Doesn't Come From What You Can Do, It Comes From Overcoming Things You Once Thought You Couldn't, like building a whole homemade thought park in your garden. See, you're really rubbing it in because you're not only are you texting us and telling us what you've done and how brilliant you are, and you are pretty brilliant, it has to be said, you're also texting us photos now. The proof in the pudding. Jane, we have a super dad at Ditton Church Preschool over the summer holiday. He made two outdoor kitchens for our preschool garden using donated pallets and oil sink, worktop and jars. It's amazing. He's amazing. Have a good day. You too. Thank Thanks for your text. Pete Webber in Doncaster says, I made my daughter a shop in the back garden from scratch with working till, etc. To you and your etceteras. Dean, hi Chris. I made a working model of a trebuchet. That's a huge medieval catapult for my daughter Erin's school project. Maybe we can test it on the fort. When super DIY dads get together. Competition truly ensues. Hi Chris, my daughter is 1 on Wednesday. I've made her a teepee, super mum here, complete with glitter, painted doweling and a fairy-like chandelier. Haven't used a sewing machine in over 20 years, says Sean in Cheltenham. My super husband Scott Elbon has put up a zip line in our garden. Who doesn't want a zip line in the garden for our 2 daughters Lucy and Pippa, but we all love it. He's a tree surgeon, says Helen. Proper bloke, you see. And Christopher Davies, I built all this in my back garden for my 2 boys, 2, 5 and 7. I'm also a maths teacher. Seems maths teachers do a pretty good sideline in being rather clever with their hands. Christopher Davies, can you text us back? Can I please put all this on social media? Because what you have created in your back garden is nothing short of heaven. For a kid, there's a climbing wall. There's a treehouse with slide, zip wire, underground tunnels, which look like a giant pair of binoculars. Whole Teletubby land here. What's this? Assault course, all in one back garden. Bunting. Oh, in the sunshine. Don't you need planning for all that? Sorry, I'm not trying to rain on your parade or anything, but not that I'm bitter.
You're still free enough to wake up on the bed of a beach. You're the best thing about me, the best thing that ever happened to a boy. You're the best thing about me, I'm the kind of trouble that you enjoy. You're the best thing about me, the best things are easy to destroy. You're the best thing about me, the best thing about me. I've been crying out, how bad can a good time be? Shooting off my mouth, that's another great thing about me. I have everything, but I feel like nothing at all. There's no risky thing for a man who's determined to fall. You're the best thing about me, the best thing that ever happened to a boy. You're the best thing about me, I'm the kind of trouble that you enjoy. You're the best thing about me, the best things are easy to destroy. You're the best thing about me. Why am I walking away? Why am I walking away?
You too. You're the best thing about me. 8:15. We're hearing a lot about you two at the moment. Some of it may be true, some of it may be rumour. We're hearing that their album, from which this is taken, this song, You're the Best Thing About Me, is going to be released on the 1st of December, and they're going to be around and about doing things. If and when we have more, we will bring it to you. Now, this was fun. Super dads and super mums and super uncles and aunts and granddads and grannies. This was fun for a while. Now it's just depressing. Sue from Wakefield. My son-in-law built this castle bed for my granddaughter, complete with a slide. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful, and he built it from scratch too. But then he's a joiner, which is fair enough. But he bothered. The thing is, he bothered. This is stunning. It's got steps at one side, and then it's a double bunk bed, and then it's got 2 turrets, which for all the world look like the turrets that face the long walk from Windsor Castle. I mean, it could be a miniature Windsor Castle. So you've got 2 double bunks, then a slide down the other side. And by the way, you can go up the turrets to have a little look out. See, when Mum and Dad are coming back upstairs and you've got to start to behave yourself again. I mean, this is just... It's all very, very good. Well done, everyone.
Tell the waiting world what we have for them.
There was terrible about this.
In 1967, BBC Radio 1 and Radio 2 were launched, replacing a broadcasting institution that had kept us entertained since the end of the war.
This is the BBC night programme.
We'll slide cockpit open to see what's wrong.
Good evening.
Educating Archie with Peter Brough, the worst ventriloquist ever, but it worked on radio.
Peter Brough said to her one day, "Beryl, can you see my lips moving?" And she said, "Only when Archie's talking."
The Story of the Light with me, Paul O'Grady.
You know I said I wanted to move into a more expensive flat? Well, I shan't have to now. Why? Landlord's put the rent up.
This evening from 10 on BBC Radio 2.
Penny says, Chris, can super uncles get a mention? Uncle Clive Hall from Hereford made this mini Morgan for our nephew to match his uncle's racing Morgan, all from scratch. The headlights are made from coffee tins. Oh, goodness me. Far too impressive. Right, this week... let's get back to show business, much safer ground. One Perfect Piano Man is celebrating 25 years of taking the world's best live music into our living rooms. Here to tell us how he's going to be celebrating this milestone with a massive musical party at London's Royal Albert Hall. And to give us the first play of his brand new single, it's only Jools Holland. Good morning,
Good morning,
Jules.
Chris. How lovely to hear you.
How are you, my friend?
I'm very good, thank you. Lovely day again.
Well, it's another any day above ground, Jules. You know what they say.
Yes, exactly. I was trying and stay positive, and very much looking forward to the Albert Hall later this week, the Royal Albert Hall. I'll be in there myself, obviously. Cleaning out the ashtrays and giving it a good sweep through to get it all ready for everybody, and pumping up all the pillows on the seats.
Yep.
To get ourselves ready for the fantastic concert that we're going to be having in there.
All right, and if anybody has made their own Albert Hall, can you text us now and send us the photos on the text 88291?
Yeah, people do that.
25 years. Series 51 is pending. Did you ever think you'd hear the phrase, later with Jools Holland, Series 51?
No, I didn't ever think I didn't think I'd ever hear the expression later with Jools Holland Series 2, let alone 51. So it's a lovely surprise.
Oh, that's great.
But of course, it's the music that keeps it alive, not me. So that's the great thing. And there's always something new and exciting to hear, or old and familiar.
But it's so sure of itself later. That's the thing about it. It's so happy in its own skin, and I think that's the key to its success.
I think it's that, and I think it's the thing of knowing it's the servant of the song rather than the other way around.
Yeah.
I think we don't try and we try and just sort of do the best we can for the music rather than the music having to fit in with some other format we've got,
And, you have broken bands, you've broken acts. We had Katie Tunstall at Carfest, and she told the story, unprompted this year, of her break on later. C6D we know about, Amy Winehouse, Arctic Monkeys. Can I ask you your memorable moment? Do you have one? I mean, it's like asking someone for their favourite song. There are so many, it depends, which mood you want to sort of serve up this song in. But can you give us a memorable moment from the last 25 years?
I suppose, well, yes, there are. I mean, there's a few, but I think Amy Winehouse was somebody. I remember, for instance, when she came on, although in fact I think this moment was on a hootenanny, there's just a moment sometimes when I remember she did a duet with Paul Weller, who in fact is on our Royal Albert Hall show next week, but she did a duet with him and he sang his verse, which sounded beautiful, and then she came in with her voice, and I remember just him and me looking at each other and thinking, wow, and you think you can't believe yourself, you're just hearing this, it's when you hit. That's when you're reminded of what the point of the programme is, when it is to capture this amazing music. And there she was between the two of us singing this thing. It was it's fantastic, So I think once in a while, something sort of hits you like that and reminds you sort of the point of it all and why you're doing it.
It's the thing that blows you away most. Is it when a heavenly voice enters the studio? Is it more that than a player, or can a player do the same kind of thing to you?
Well, I think that's the great thing about music. It can be any of those different things. It can be because there was a great song that you hadn't sort of heard before, or somebody's got a great voice and connects that piece of music to you, or the way that a band plays together has a certain feel to it. or just hearing some sort of enchanting harmony that I hadn't heard before. I think that's a great thing about music. There's always a surprise, and there's always, the more you sort of listen to it, the more the more it's likely to show you something.
So Series 51 starts next week, but this Albert Hall show, this is a celebration, a standalone celebration that's going to be broadcast on Saturday, isn't that correct?
That's right. We're recording this show on Thursday night because it's a big show, and the idea, I think, was a while ago. We thought, well, if we're doing our 25 years, we should do a show that was somewhere different to the normal sort of studio setup and celebrate that. And so the people in televisions upstairs said, what about the Royal Albert Hall? And of course I do shows there with my orchestra, and we did a show there for Stax Music the other week, and it does have a very special and magical atmosphere. And it was very hard to find anywhere where you could replicate what happens on the TV show, because on Later what happens is I'm in the middle of the room and the viewer, are walking around the floor with me, and we're the first show that's done that, because before then really and the audience is around the edge. Before that, it's either sort of been a mash-up with the audience everywhere, or with the audience all on the floor, or the band's on a stage at the end. And in a funny sort of way, that because we're going to film the show in the middle of the Albert Hall, it will be like a giant replica of what Later is. So I think it's going to be amazing. I think it'll be just a vast version. And the Royal Albert Hall, of course, has lots of great connotations. We all know how many none of us know how many holes it takes to fill it, and it's got a special place, I think, in all of our psyches, because it's sort of been there forever, and it's such a magical and iconic building.
It is perfect for your show, yeah, in the round, of course it is. It was also pretty... it lends itself to many events. I remember sumo wrestling went down very well in the Albert Hall a couple of years ago.
I used to see those shows all the time, and I don't think I was at my best when I was doing my sumo wrestling, but I think it's important just to have a go.
Yes, absolutely. Always give it a go and see what happens.
Yeah, I was the right size. That was the main thing.
You never know till you give it a go. All right, Jules, you've got a new single out to celebrate all this. You've got it all going on at the moment. September's a pretty big month for you. What are we going to play next?
So we've made a record. I've made a record with Jose Feliciano, the amazing Puerto Rican guitar player, who of course had Light My Fire back in the 70s and all sorts of things. And we've made a record with all sorts of things. And this is actually one of his songs that we've recorded. So this is the first thing we're going to be playing off it. And he's going to be on tour with us through. He's coming over in about a few weeks' time, and we're going to be on tour from the end of October through to Christmas with Jose Feliciano, and he's just wonderful the way he plays. There was another thing, he came on later, and I just thought it was just amazing. We've been trying to get him on for ages, and then we got him on, and it was just sort of wonderful to hear him close up, and that meeting led to this whole record we've made.
Okay, all right, Jules. Well, good luck on Thursday. We'll look forward to seeing you on Saturday, 9 p.m. BBC Two, and Series 51 of Later back next week. Jules Holland.
We love you, Chris. Goodbye.
Cheers, pal. And now Jules Holland and Jose Feliciano with Let's Find Each Other Tonight. Jules Holland and his Rhythm and Blues Orchestra embark upon their annual autumn tour up until Christmas later this month.
Let's find each other tonight. Everything will be alright. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. And if you need some company, Mama, take a chance on me. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. You don't want to be like those other dreamers that dream about love and never love. You want to be a schemer. So honey, I'm open, and honey, I'm hoping that if you need some company, Mama, take a chance on me. Don't hesitate now. Let's find each other tonight. Yeah.
treat for us all on Saturday night, 9 p.m, BBC Two. Jools Holland, the 25th anniversary of Later, recorded at the Albert Hall, as it will have been then, as it's still to be now. That's this Thursday.
You wanna be a schemer.
The lineup features Foo Fighters, it's not bad, Paul Weller, Van Morrison, Gregory Porter, Dizzy Rascal, Kaliukis, Camille, Songhoi Blues, and Georgia Smith. Nice. And Jules and his Rhythm and Blues Orchestra themselves, of course. All right, now, Lynn, you are probably the handiest person on this show. If we gave you a toolbox and some pallets or some detritus from a local building site, you could probably do something with it that Vass and I couldn't. That's not difficult, by the way. The bar isn't very high, but you are still...
It's not a high bar.
No, you are still in charge. Now, people are sending us photographs of what they've done, and it's so impressive. There's BBC One, BBC Two, there's a show in this, Super Dads and Super Mums, Super Uncles. There's a big make and do show, super make and do show in this, because it's Britain's its best again, as always. We're quite mad, or we have been, it's over now, for Lego Masters in our house. That went down very well. Lego Masters over the summer. But this is...
kind of like a show, build a fort for your kids in your back garden. This is how we're going to do it.
I just think you call it Super Dad, Super Mum of the Year or something like that. The TV people, they'll be at it by now. We can have that one on us again. It's another freebie. Super Dad, here we go, from Charlie
Has anyone taken us up on any of our freebies?
Loads of them. Really? Yeah, you watch next 12 months.
All right.
It's be all about us.
OK.
I was too little to climb the rope ladder or rock wall, so my dad built me a fort next to it with stairs and joined them with a bridge. So he'd already put the rope ladder up and the zip line, but I couldn't reach it, says little Charlie Mills here. So my dad built me things to get me up to it, which are all rather impressive amongst the trees there.
Oh, that is magnificent.
OK, well, get ready to be more magnificized. Steve from Hastings says, this is the castle and giant I built with my uncle and grandkids for Halloween. So look at that. I mean, that looks like a proper castle. Doesn't look like it's made out of wood. Looks like it's made out of stone.
It's your actual castle, then.
Yeah. Proper big stone.
OK.
Granite, perhaps.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably.
And look, he built a giant to go... Look, there's the giant.
Oh, where's the giant?
He built a giant
to go...
He built a giant to attack the castle.
Giant as well.
It's unbelievable.
Look at that giant.
Chris, here are just two examples of what my dad has made my daughter, Tilly. My dad usually has the nickname of Bodge Job Rob, but not when it comes to his granddaughter. He's excelled himself, says the best for her, here with the mud kitchen and activity board. Look at that.
Oh, for heaven's sake. And he's named it Tilly's. Oh, this is so annoying.
My husband built this for our grandchildren. He's a buyer for an electrical wholesaler, says Jill. This is like, I don't know what this is like. This looks like a pier. This looks like their own pier in their garden. Once again, with a slide.
That's proper construction.
I know. Just listening to stories of wonderful things being built by dads in their back gardens. My lovely dad built a 26-foot boat in our garden when I was little. We had many happy holidays on board. We didn't even live by the sea, but it didn't matter. Super dads. You and your super dads.
You're making him feel bad, all right?
Worse than ever. Anyway, good for you. Well done, everyone. 8:29.
And I really couldn't hear your gritted teeth through that one either. Accident on the A74M, southbound, junction 16 to 17, Johnston Bridge to Lockerbie. It was already slow on the M42, in fact, if you were travelling south, junction 10 to 7A, Tamworth to the M6. Now I've got a report of an accident very near to junction 9, which is the M6 toll. M1, a couple of lanes are closed northbound. They're doing emergency repairs following the accident. 16 to 17, Northampton to the M45 exit. Got a breakdown on the M1 if you're travelling south. 12 to 11, that's Toddington through to Luton. One lane is closed as a result of that. Accident investigation work continues on the M5 on the northbound carriageway. 15 to 14, so that's from the M4 through to Fulfield. One lane closed. The queues are back to the M4, and in turn the M4 is heavy eastbound as you go past Bristol from that same M5 interchange to the M32 at junction 19, and then the guys were saying the M32 is heavy into Bristol as well. Delays are easing now though on the M3 northbound 9 to 8, Winchester to the A303. There was an accident, it's been moved to the hard shoulder, and a little bit further north there was a breakdown on the exit step at junction 2 from the M3 to the M25. That one's been removed as well. Back with more in half an hour.
I mean, we do have a tree in our garden. I am willing to try and lash the lowest substantial branch with a rope today and maybe tie a disused tyre to it. That would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
it's a beginning. It's a beginning.
No,
it's
but
the
look at
beginning
these
of
things.
something.
These
it's a
people
swing.
know what they're doing.
But
I'm worried about your children. Health and safety here.
Too late for that now. Bear Grylls says, if you take a vine and you knot the vine because you want to shimmy down some kind of dodgy cliff, you can't knot the vine because that'll weaken it. So you've got to use your bootlace because most bootlaces, modern bootlaces, will easily hold a human being nowadays.
Okay.
So I could lash a bootlace. No.
Please don't.
All right.
Please don't.
I'm tempted. Temptation. Always a dangerous thing when you're venturing off into waters you have no idea how to navigate. 8:30, here's Maura now with the headlines, and we'll follow this with the 60 Smashers.
BBC News. Police investigating the Parsons Green tube bombing in London have been searching a fast food outlet where a suspect was detained on Saturday night. He's believed to be Yahya Farouk, a Syrian refugee. 4 schoolboys have been arrested on suspicion of murder by Leicestershire police. It's in connection with the death of a man who was taken to hospital earlier this month. Children with malignant brain cancer could receive more targeted treatment with fewer side effects after scientists identified 7 different forms of the most common type of the disease. The researchers hope their work will lead to new drugs and treatments being developed. The annual American Television Awards, the Emmys, have been handed out in Los Angeles. British winners included Riz Ahmed, who took home a Best Lead Actor award for The Night Of, and Charlie Brooker, who was recognised for his Netflix show Black Mirror. Today's weather forecast. A chilly start for much of England and Wales with sunshine and showers. Eastern Scotland and northern England will have rain later. Those are the BBC headlines. Our next news at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Maura. What was the year? The 60s year for this. River Deep Mountain High, Ike and Tina Turner.
When I was a little girl, I had a rag doll. Only doll I've ever owned. Now I love you just the way I love that rag doll. But only now my love has grown. And it gets stronger in every way. And it gets deeper. Let me say, and it gets higher day by day. And do I love you, my oh my? Yeah, river deep, mountain high, yeah. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, I love you, baby, 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 baby. When you were a young boy, did you have a puppy that always followed you around? Well, I'm gonna be as faithful as that puppy. No, I'll never let you down. 'Cause it goes on like a river flows, and it gets bigger, baby, and heaven knows, and it gets sweeter, baby, as it grows. And do I love you, my oh my? Yeah, river deep, mountain high, yeah, yeah. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, I love you, baby, baby, I love you, baby, like a flower loves the spring. And I love you, baby, like a robin loves to sing. And I love you, baby, like a schoolboy loves his bag. And I love you, baby, river deep, mountain high.
Ike and Tina Turner, River Deep Mountain High from 1961. 60 where? 61. 66. All right, where should we go next? Well, last week we touched upon sherry, the subject of sherry, and when one might start or think about becoming a sherry drinker. And then somebody said, hang on a minute, I think National Sherry Week's coming up soon, so to get us there, get us in the mood. Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons. Higher or lower than a 66 for Sherry Baby.
Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry.
the Four Seasons. 8:37, higher or lower than a 66, please?
I think of Frankie Valli as a bit... I know I'm probably wrong, but I think of him as a bit more 50s than 70s, so I'm going lower.
You're right. Excellent logic, 1962. May have moved us to tears now. Celia Briggs. Celia, I'm not sure whether to thank you for this or not. Hello, Chris and the team. Hello, Celia. My husband, Richard Brigg, is a superstar. He built this mini Land Rover.
What?
For our son, Alexander, who is now 3. He built it from scratch out of MDF and parts from a mobility scooter. So it actually works.
I know whether to thank Celia or to not to.
Yeah.
To not to.
It's too good. And now you have
too good.
Now you have a picture of your lovely daughter here, son Alexander, in an actual hayfield, towing a miniature hay cart with miniature hay bales on it, made from real hay. That's in the sunshine, right? That's one thing. But then, cut to Christmas, and also Super Hubby, Super Dad Richard Brigg, putting the rest of us to shame, fashioned a Santa sleigh that can also be towed behind the miniature Land Rover for the festive season.
Yes, so...
Celia, that's enough from you?
Yes.
OK, text us again in 10 years' time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
Maybe
indeed.
20.
Yeah. just after the day after we leave.
Yes, thanks. Keep texting.
Which could be soon. Right, 21 to 9. It's enough to drive you to drink a miniature Land Rover. Well, let's go there next. Sherry on the way.
BBC Radio 2.
Live in Hyde Park!
Our festival in a day might have been and gone, but
you can still be part of the party.
Rick Astley! Blondie! Shania Twain! Oh, yeah!
Oh, that's right.
Right now, see Take That headline set on the BBC Red button.
Oh, you do that,
BBC Radio 2, live in Hyde Park. Available to watch by pressing the red button from any BBC TV channel.
And the thing is, it's not a pony miniature Land Rover. It looks exactly like a Land Rover, doesn't it?
It really does.
There's no excuses. Well, it's made out of MDF and it's mobility. No, it looks like a perfect recreation of a Land Rover, doesn't it?
I know. A dinosaur out of plasticine doesn't quite cut it compared to that.
Can you do that?
Not very well, but yes.
Oh, no. All right, no, I need Sherry news now, immediately, please.
We were wondering on Friday at what age
Dinosaur
we
plasticine
turned...
sounds good to me. Go on,
Daddysaurus. At what age we turned to Sherry?
Did he?
Your not-so-mystery guest today has passed exams in this tasty Spanish tipple. So ahead of International Sherry Week, please welcome Phil Saunter.
Good morning, Phil.
Good morning, Chris.
Sorry, earlier on I said it was National Sherry Week on the way. It's International Sherry Week.
International Sherry Week, absolutely.
I can only
Events
apologise.
all around the world promoting sherry.
So when did sherry lure you into its reality distortion field?
I think probably when my granny gave me a glass of Harvey's Crystal Cream when I was 3 or 4, probably started it. But then fell in love with it so much I opened a tapas bar.
Oh, you did you? All right, okay. Because it's sherry. I mean, it's very nuanced, isn't it? You know, a bad sherry can turn you off for life. A good sherry can make you fall in love with the drink.
Fortunately, these days it's very difficult to find bad sherry because unless it's actually produced in a very small area of Spain, they're not allowed to call it sherry anymore.
I didn't know that at all.
So the things that some of us may remember from our past, those are old enough, used to be things like Cyprus sherry or British sherry. Yeah. Those really don't exist anymore. And so everything you get now, which is real sherry, is really very good quality, and the quality is very strictly regulated.
So is there sipping sherry, quaffing sherry, dessert sherry? Do we have the whole range nowadays?
Absolutely. There's a fantastic variety in flavours and textures, and it's an incredibly versatile wine.
Okay, so give us an example of the two extremes, please, if you don't mind.
So I mean, it's spread from very light and dry to very thick and sweet and heavy, and they match really well with all kinds of different food. And the kind of preconception of sherry that Grandma gets out of the cupboard at Christmas is something that people need to get out of their heads and really think of sherry as a really versatile wine.
So go on. So say we're up for it. We're all put our hands in the air. Say no. We're with you now, Phil. And what should we do next? Tell us what to do next.
So what you need to do is get yourself down to your local bar.
Yep.
Ask them what kind of sherry they've got on their shelf, and start tasting it.
Simple as that.
Tasting it with different kinds of food and enjoy it.
Do we ease in somewhere between the dry and the sweet? We don't want to. Either end is can be pretty daunting straight off the bat, can't it?
Well, I think if you start with the light dry ones, everybody likes a glass of dry white wine. If you think of a light dry sherry, a Fino or a Manzanilla.
Here we go now.
It's great. But of course, there's a great kind of growth of people using sherry in cocktails, which may be a good way to get into it.
All right, okay. And getting into it's one thing, getting out of it, a whole different ballgame sometimes. So give us your perfect sherry matched with your perfect bite to eat. Go on. One more. You have one more.
So for me, the perfect match is a glass of Manzanilla, very light, dry sherry, with a big dish of prawns grilled with some garlic and chili.
Good. Okay, I'm there now. I'm there. Mouth watering. Perfect. Like that. I get that completely.
It's a little after midnight, there's a couple in
Thank you, Phil.
and I wonder what he said because she's crying.
Sorry, couldn't speak for salivating towards the end there.
Remember when they wake up in the morning with a headache from the whiskey and the wine. I know that I've said things I regret when I'm sober, because we always hurt the ones we love the most. I messed up and I know it. If I hurt you, girl, I'm sorry, but it's good to see the girl I used to know. We could dance, but I can't dance. Maybe we could stick to holding hands. Or should we raise a glass and forget the past? If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up, fill it up. We must not be thinking, cause we can't get enough. So fill it up, fill it up. Bartender, can you pour some love? About a future we don't want to reminisce, because we both know it was me who got it wrong. But damn, it's good to see you. Look awesome and I miss you, baby. Listen on it, playing our song. We could dance, but I can't dance. Maybe we could stick to holding hands. And let's raise a glass and forget the past. If we keep on drinking, we gon' fall back in love. So fill it up. Closing time, back to yours or mine. After all this time, you still blow my mind.
Bartender.
And it's closing time.
Always on James's mind, because apparently in his house where he lives in Ibiza, he's got a bar in his garden and he's just bought a pub in Chelsea, hasn't he? So obviously he likes a tipple. He's got a pub now, and he says all back to mine. Move from a pub or a bar or a party or a restaurant back to a pub. What's not to like? And James Blunt's still very viral, as far as a week last Sunday ago now, and Radio 2's Live in Hyde Park Festival, in a day when he crowd dinghied, didn't he? He got this Union Jack dinghy because it's pouring down, and he got in it and he went across the crowd. A human sea, and it was brilliant. It was a brilliant moment, and it's just reminded me of the new show that's taken our house by storm. It's called New Cannonball. It's on Saturday night. It's presented by Freddie Flintoff, and it's full of all that stuff. You've seen it. It's fantastic. Honestly. I mean, the same thing happens over and over again, but the thing that happens is so good, you don't really mind. Anyway, watch it. It's on ITV around 6:30 on Saturdays from now on for a while. Sam Smith, Too Good at Goodbyes. Guess what happened to this single on Friday? It went straight to number 1.
You must think that I'm stupid. You must think that I'm a fool. You must think that I'm new to this. But I have seen this song before. I'm never gonna let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. 'Cause every time I open up it hurts. So I'm never gonna get too close to you, even when I mean the most to you. In case you go and leave me in the dirt. But every time you hurt me, the less that I cry. And every time you leave me, the quicker these tears dry. And every time you walk out, the less I love you. Baby, we don't stand a chance. It's sad, but it's true. I'm way too good at goodbye. I'm way too good at goodbye. I'm way too good at goodbye. I know you're thinking I'm heartless. I know you're thinking I'm cold. I'm just protecting my innocence. I'm just protecting my soul. I'm never gonna let you close to me, even though you mean the most to me. 'Cause every time I open up it hurts. So I'm never gonna get too close to you, even when I mean the most to you. In case you go and leave me in the dirt. But every time you hurt me, the less that I cry. And every time you leave me, the quicker these tears dry. And every time you walk out, the less I love you. Baby, we don't stand a chance. It's sad, but it's true. I'm way too good at goodbye. I'm way too good at goodbye. I'm way too good at goodbye. No way that you'll see me cry. I'm way too good at goodbye. No, 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 no.
So the lowdown on the showdown, Sam Smith, Too Good at Goodbyes. Released only last Friday, the single has already received 4.4 million streams, 33,000 downloads. The song is his sixth number 1, following La 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 with Naughty Boy in 2013. Money on My Mind 2014, Stay With Me 2014, Lay Me Down with John Legend same year, and Writings on the Wall 2015. Talking of John Legend, by the way, I had no idea. He co-stars in La La Land, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No idea. Watched La La Land on the plane, I think, back from our summer jauls. What a movie. I had no idea, A, John Legend starred in it. I had, B, no idea it was contemporary. I thought it was a sort of period piece, but it wasn't. Both welcome surprises. Right, today's top 10 news, please, Vassos.
So Jules Holland was on half an hour or so ago, ahead of Series 51 of Later with Jules Holland. That's 51, everybody. So quite simply, you've got 50 to choose from. 88291 on the text, your tenuous links to the fame of Later.
Which will get us away from this. Debbie Clark from Rugby in Warwickshire. My husband Merrick, photo by the way supplied, built this miniature biplane for our grandson.
What?
Oh, for heaven's sake. No, this is getting
And this
ridiculous.
isn't a model biplane for him to play with. This is one for him to sit in.
Yeah.
I think it taxied as well.
Oh, for goodness sake, stop making us feel so guilty.
We are easy prey. On the text
Yeah,
88291.
we really are.
Away from that, back to show business and now the sport.
Yes, well, we've been thinking, which is always dangerous, but this is good. What with Miss Ellie, who usually produces the show, being pregnant, and Serena Williams having her baby, and the Duchess of Cambridge, who loves playing tennis, being pregnant. What are the rules? In fact, are there any rules about playing sport during and just after pregnancy? Well, few people did more training than four-time Ironman world champion Chrissy Wellington, now a mum to gorgeous Esme, and just back from a morning run. Good morning, Chrissy.
Good morning.
So, what are the rules? Are there any rules?
It's really difficult, and there's not too much information out there for new mums. But there is one rule: don't try anything new when you're pregnant. And reducing the intensity and the volume, that's something that I did through my pregnancy, and had a really healthy pregnancy. But everyone experiences pregnancy in very, very different ways. So it's really, there is no hard and fast rules, which is incredibly difficult when you're a new mum to be.
So what were you doing? When did you start training? When did you stop training?
I ran through my pregnancy. In fact, I ran the morning of my pregnancy and did a little swim the morning before I gave birth to Esme. So I ran and swam for much of my pregnancy, but I did leave it 6 weeks after we gave birth to start running again. I really wanted to give myself that time to recover, and that's very, very important. There's a tendency to panic and want to get your body back to the way it was, and I knew that I needed to take my time and take it a little bit more slowly just to come back to fitness.
You're running ultra marathons now, Chrissy, aren't you? Which is, I know, a little bit my fault, but are you enjoying them?
It's 100% your fault, and that's something I said I would never do. So it really proves that, life doesn't stop after you have a baby, and you can take up new things, after you have given birth. So yes, the ultra marathons is a new endeavour of mine, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's a juggling act, of course. You have to reprioritise, and you have to kind of fit things in when you can. But the ultra marathons are something I'm really enjoying. I'd like to do more in my future.
All right, from the ultra, Chrissy, back to the half marathons. We have the Windsor Half Marathon, 6 days and counting today. Now, Jumping Jimmy Flash, who's our producer, has signed up for this. The longest run he's done so far in training, and it's only 6 days away, is 5 miles. It's 13.1, of course. Now, as far as we know, he's not pregnant.
He hasn't got that excuse.
No, so what do you think? Any advice for him?
It's going to be a challenge. I would probably advise adopting a walk-run strategy. Potentially, running for maybe 8 minutes and walking for 2 minutes might mean that he's much more likely to get through it. He hasn't got the best platform for success, but he can definitely get through it.
That is good advice. The
than his body.
Walk-run advice. That's actually very good advice.
In fact, for all new runners, don't feel that you have to, smash up a half an hour run first off. Just walk for a minute, run for 30 seconds, walk for a minute, run for 30 seconds, and slowly build it up. Chrissy, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me on.
And I want to give you your new book a big plug as well. You've just written a book about triathlon training. In fact, it's called To the Finish Line. It's brilliant. It makes me want to go and smash out some swim reps.
All right, how about you, then?
I don't know what he's talking about.
No, to be honest, lost me there, and I'm a big fan of all this, and I've got no idea what he's talking about. Give us the travel.
M90 southbound closed. There's a vehicle on fire. It's Junction 7 Milner Thorpe to Junction 6 at Kinross. Accident on the A74 though, the A74M, which was southbound after Junction 16 Johnston Bridge. That one's been removed. You've got a queue if you're on the A38 and heading north towards the M1 at Junction 28. Thanks to Becky's dad. He says the problem is a breakdown at that junction. Also, big thanks to Smiley Miley. He reckons the queue on the approach is 2 miles long. M1, a couple of lanes closed northbound. They're doing the emergency repairs following an accident between 16 and 17, Northampton to the M45. Breakdown on the M1 southbound. This is causing delays 12 to 11. Toddington to Luton, only one lane closed though. And accident investigation work on the M5 northbound, still a lane closed 15 to 14. M4 through to Foalfield. Do expect a delay. Back with more in half an hour.
And to the news now with K-Clash. Rhythm is a Mystery on the text, and the today's top tenuous on 88291 is Later with Jules Holland. On the eve of its 51st series and its 25th year anniversary. anybody, mums, dads, pals, guardians, friends of the family who have just dropped off for the school run, because this will put you in the mood for coffee. And Goodbye has gone till 3:30 this afternoon, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever. Yes. Got my day back. The top 10 news going very well. We'll take more on the text 88291 for later with Jules Holland. 51 series income next Tuesday, and that's special from the Albert Hall, which will be broadcast on Saturday 9pm on BBC Two. On the text 88291, here now we have the news. This is Radio 2, online, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM. The gobsmackers follow Moira Stewart.
BBC News, the police are continuing to search a number of properties in connection with Friday's attack on the London Underground. 2 men are in custody. They are thought to be an 18-year-old Iraqi refugee who'd been living with foster parents and a 21-year-old Syrian refugee. Dr. Sally Livesley advises companies and governments on terrorism and public protection, and she says potential threats are getting harder to spot.
The terrorist groups are slipping under the radar because they're training their people to fit into the environment so perfectly. Someone carrying tools to work in a heavy bag, we wouldn't see that as something unusual. A bag left on an underground train or on a bus, I think now will be reported very quickly.
4 teenagers have been arrested by police in Leicestershire after a man in his 60s died on Friday. The boys, aged 14 and 15, are being questioned on suspicion of murder. The man was taken to hospital earlier this month following an incident in Leicester city centre. The head of the UK statistics watchdog is standing by his criticism of Boris Johnson in a row about the money the NHS may get after Brexit. Sir David Norgrove says the Foreign Secretary's claim that the Department of Health would have an extra £350 million a week is misleading. The Lib Dem leader, Sir Vince Cable, says Mr Johnson should be sacked.
If I was in charge of the government, I'd fire the guy instantly. I mean, it just is a reflection of the extreme weakness of the Prime Minister's position that she doesn't seem prepared to do it. I mean, it's a bit like a school that is, discipline is breaking down completely. The head teacher's barricaded in her own office.
Theresa May is flying to Canada to discuss a post-Brexit trade deal with the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. They'll also talk about a growing row involving the Canadian aircraft company Bombardier, which is Northern Ireland's biggest industrial employer. America is threatening to impose new tariffs on the firm, claiming it's unfairly supported by UK and Canadian subsidies. American forecasters say a storm that will hit the Leeward Islands in the Caribbean tonight is strengthening into a dangerous major hurricane. Maria is the second powerful storm in the region in 2 weeks. It's expected to affect the British and US Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico by the middle of the week. The Handmaid's Tale was the big winner at last night's Emmys, getting 5 awards. It's the first show from a streaming service to win the Best Drama prize. Alec Baldwin also won for his portrayal of President Trump on Saturday Night Live. Julia Alexander is from the news website Polygon.
He wasn't going to do it originally, and then Lorne Michaels, who is Saturday Night Live's creator, kind of begged for him to do it. It ended up being a role, I should say, of his career, and one that he did not think was going to last past the 2016 election, like most Americans.
Today's weather forecast: a chilly start for most of the country, then sunshine and showers for much of England and Wales. BBC News at 9:03 are next at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Maura.
Online, on digital radio, and on 88 to 91 FM. BBC Radio 2.
Gobsmacker time now from Richie McQuillan from Blackpool. Morning, Richie. Good morning, Lancashire. And Richie says, these songs remind me of my time in the RAF. My love of country music was sparked after watching this guy perform on late night TV during a posting, whilst the other was played on the radio as I drove out of our Watersham Air Base for the final time. Richie has picked Garth Brooks with Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. But first, 4 Non-Blondes with What's Up.
Years and my life is still trying to get up that
great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. Into a crisis times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I try. Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution. And I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for revolution. Into a crisis times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar. Into a wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
You're listening to the Chris Evans Breakfast Show on BBC Radio 2.
O'clock on Friday evening, mama doesn't know she's leaving till she hears the screamer slamming, rubber squealing, gears are jamming, local country station just a blaring on the radio. Pick him up at 7 and they're heading to the rodeo. Mama's on the front porch screaming out her warning, girl, you better get your red head back in bed before the morning. The show is in, but the fun is just beginning. She knows he's anticipating, but she's gonna keep him waiting. Grab a bite to eat and then they're heading to the honky-tonk. But loud crowds and line dancing just ain't what they really want. Drive out to the boondocks and park down by the creek, hey, where it's George Strait real late and dancing cheek to cheek. Ain't going down till the sun comes up. Ain't giving in till they get enough. Go around the world in a pickup truck. Sun comes up. truck is rocking, 2 is coming, still no stopping, braking, check the clock at 3, they're right on where they wanna be, and 4 o'clock, get up, get going, 5 o'clock at Rooster's Crow. Yeah, they ain't going down till the sun comes up, ain't giving in till they get enough. Go around the world in a pickup truck. Ain't going down till the sun comes up. 6 o'clock on Saturday, her folks don't know he's on his way. The stalls are clean, the horse is fed. They say she's grounded till she's dead. Well, here he comes around the bend, slowing down, she's jumping in. Hey, Mom, your daughter's gone, and then they're gonna get Ain't going down till the sun comes up. Ain't giving in till they get enough. Go around the world in a pickup truck. Ain't going down till the sun comes up.
Now, you can't play that without playing this on the radio because bad things happen if you don't. That was Garth Brooks, Ain't Going Down. 50% of today's Gobsmackers. Here's Timbuk 3. Little bonus for you this morning.
I study nuclear science. I love my classes. I got a crazy teacher. He wears dark glasses. Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. I got a job waiting for my graduation. $50 a year, I'll buy a lot of beer. Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. Well, I'm heavenly blessed and worldly wise. I'm a peeping Tom techie with X-ray eyes. Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. Ow, ow,
Play this for our friends Claire Williams and her gang on holiday on the Greek island of Kefalonia, off for a swim now. Nice. Colin Finney in Australia, just about to clock off from work. Going down to the marina for a couple of cold beers. Sounds nice, doesn't it? In Perth, in Western Australia. Nice sounds. Mandy Kelly, another day in paradise here in Aruba on my honeymoon with my shiny new hubby. All around the world. Choose your Gobsmackers, bbc.co.uk/radio 2, our pages and the Gobsmackers.
Study nuclear science. I love my classes. I got a crazy teacher. He wears dark glasses. Things are going great, and they're only getting better. I'm doing all right, getting good grades. The future's so bright. I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades.
Every Friday night, Sarah Cox brings you the sounds of the 80s.
Yes, once again, you can enjoy not only the sounds, but the sights of this Technicolor decade with me, Sarah Cox.
With special guest, Alison Moyet.
They were such fantastic days putting out records then, because it's not like today where you get midweeks and you're given a clue of how your record's doing. For us to find out where our record was, you had to sit down and listen to the Radio 1 countdown just like everybody else, you know.
I love that you were sitting at your mum and dad's house, weren't you, on the floor?
On the floor, because we didn't have enough chairs.
Radio 2 Sounds of the 80s.
This Friday night, watch from 10:30 on the BBC Red Button.
And today on your radio after us at 9:30, Ken Bruce will be here. Call now if you want to play Popmaster. 08000 288 291. It's 08000 288 291 for Popmaster. Call now. Jeremy Vine midday today. Steve Wright in the afternoon from 2. Simon at 5. The Blue Show with Paul Jones at 7. Joe Wiley at 8. And The Story of Light with Paul O'Grady at 10. Paul O'Grady celebrates more than 20 years of groundbreaking BBC radio from 1945 to 1967. And Johnny Walker's Long Players at 11.
Gonna be a transformation in your heart and soul. Gonna be a transformation, baby, now that you know. Getting used to righteousness when it makes you feel whole. Gonna be a transformation, baby, down in your soul. Remember when we were downhearted, didn't have nowhere to go. In the wisdom of insecurity, just knowing that we know that something starts happening, feel like you're on a roll. Gonna be a transformation, baby, down in your soul.
Transformation, Van, one of the stars with Jules. This Thursday at the Albert Hall, being recorded to be transmitted as a 25th later anniversary special. 9 p.m, BBC Two this Saturday. Now that's a treat. That will definitely be on in our house as we have an early night to carbon up ahead of the you-know-what thing on Sunday morning. Ramona Ali's going to be here, pausing for thought in a sec. You can still call Ken, 08000 288 291 for Popmaster, and you can text us for good old fashions for the end of the show. You can email them. Text us 88 291, email us Chris@Evans at bbc.co.uk. Today's top 10 US vassals.
Was later with Jules Holland preparing for its 51st series.
Unbelievable!
So with 50 to choose from, you did all right. It was quite tough to pick out a 10, to be honest, but Kerry is at number 10. I used to live in a flat next door to Jules, and I'd always hear him practicing on the day before he filmed later, so I got a kind of a preview. At number 9, Kay. Jules came into my vintage shop, Riley's in Sheffield, and bought a wooden gentleman sign for the gents' toilet in his later studio. At number 8, Spike. I was once in the audience for later, and you can definitely see the top of my baldy head while Paul Weller is on. Neil at number 7. I remember going to see later in December 95. The guests included Oasis. I asked Noel what the chords to Wonderwall were, and he got a guitar out and ran through the entire song with me. Number 6, Dave. My wife's band, Wheel Beam, was featured on the very first Later with Jules. But then the guitarist left soon after and the band never reformed. Number 5, Sarah. I'm cabin crew and I once reunited Jules with a phone he'd left on a flight to the Isle of Man. He was so grateful he gave me 3 VIP tickets to Later as a thank you. It's Julia at number 4. Last weekend I bumped into Jules at the Science Museum. He said sorry, even though it was my fault. Mark at number 3. I'm a soldier at the Royal Engineers and Jules is an honorary colonel. This is why there are always soldiers in reds at the annual Hootenanny. At number 2, Paul. My nephew Ross at 15 is the youngest person ever to perform on Later. And it's Jackie at number 1. My sister-in-law recently went to see Later with Jules whilst pregnant. Soon after, her baby was born and she called him Jules.
Thank heaven for that. Otherwise, it would have been a rubbish ending.
Yes.
The top 10 US. 9:20.
She called him Colin.
Also starring on Thursday, to be broadcast Saturday, Gregory Porter.
Unreroute the rivers, let the damned water feed. There's some people down the way that's thirsty, so let the liquid spirit free. The people are thirsty because of man's unnatural hand. Watch what happens when the people catch wind, when the water hit the banks of that hard, dry land. Clap your hands now. Clap your hands now. Go ahead and clap your hands now. Clap your hands now. Get ready for the wave. It might strike like a final flood. The people haven't drank in so long. The water won't even make mud. After it comes, it might come with a steady flow. Grab the roots of the tree down by the river. Dip your cup when your spirit's low. Clap your hands now. Clap your hands now. Go ahead and clap your hands now. Clap your hands now. Dip down and take a drink and fill your water tank. Dip down, take a drink and fill your water tank. Liquid spirit. Unreroute the rivers, let the damned water beat. There's some people down the way that's thirsty, let the liquid spirit free. The folk are thirsty because of man's unnatural hand. Watch what happens when the people catch wind of the water hitting banks of hard, dry land. Clap your hands now. Clap your hands now. Go ahead and clap your hands now. Clap your hands now. Liquid spirit. Liquid spirit.
Liquid Spirit and Gregory Porter. What about this? A bit of a treat for you Wednesday morning in the piano room with our very own Ken Bruce from 9:30. 9:23. Yesterday was my mum's 92nd birthday, and we had a lovely lunch for her, and she had a staple diet of full roast dinner, all the trimmings, the lamb well done, and then profiteroles and ice cream for afters. And we got on to talking about, because my nephew Mark bought her a tea. He's a tea for 3 as a present, and she loves things like that. And I've never been for an afternoon tea, and you've been for loads, haven't you, Ramona?
I've been for loads. I love afternoon tea. I went for one at the weekend, actually. Just slid one in there.
I've witnessed loads. I've been at places where they're happening, but they frighten me, afternoon teas, because they seem to go on forever, don't they?
That's what's great about them. But the only thing they're missing is crisps, packet of crisps. Yeah. So I'd love to take some Monster Munch something next time.
Pickled onion. Gorgeous. Great hangover food. But the thing about afternoon teas is also there always seems to be some left for not a doggy bag. What is the afternoon tea equivalent of a doggy bag? You get to take some.
Isn't it like a little box that you take?
Thing, I wonder what they call it. But I mean, usually there is stuff left, isn't there?
Poodle bag? I don't know. It's something a bit more posh.
Anyway, so that was that. And today's today. What do you have for us now?
Well, in the days before Ofsted inspections were really a thing, my dad, who was a teacher, took my older brother when he was a baby to school with him. It was a bit like the British Empire, you know, when the receptionist would stash her kids in the drawers of her desk. But with Dad, he'd leave my brother in his pram in the corridor, carry on teaching and tend to him during break times. It does sound worse than it was. Both my mum and dad had to work with no support. So it was one of those things of its time in the 70s, the anything goes mentality. But I guess leaving my brother in the corridor wasn't ideal or ethical. So after school finished one day, my dad went around knocking on all the local doors, desperate to find a willing babysitter. He was in luck. A doorway opened, revealing a guardian angel in a woolly skirt and pink fluffy slippers. Dad asked, or rather begged her, to look after his little son, the school corridor baby. I'd like to point out that we were the only Muslims in the village, the only brown people who were obviously slightly bonkers, but the lady, without question, without hesitation, opened her arms and her heart. She treated my brother like her own son, and a few years later, when I came on the scene, looked after me like a daughter too. Decades on, we still write to each other. Birthday cards, Christmas cards, letters remembering how her dog ate my brother's birthday cake. So many shared memories and shared hearts. Auntie Pam will always be our second mum. I think of her when I think of a saying by Prophet Muhammad that goes, "All of humanity is the family of God, and the most beloved to God is the one who is of most benefit to his children." There are a load of people in our global family, 7.5 billion of us, with all our weird and wonderful differences. Auntie Pam is just one story in all of that, but it's a little story that can harness the love of an entire universe. It's a story that says, we are different, we are family, we are blood. So I thank God for family, and I also thank God that my early learning years weren't spent in a stationery drawer.
And thanks to Auntie Pam, a surrogate Auntie Pam.
Yeah.
Like the sound of Auntie Pam. She's still around. That's good news, isn't it?
She is. She's wonderful.
Good
Doing
morning,
well.
Auntie Pam, if you're listening this morning. 9:26. Thanks, Ramona.
Thank you.
You back next week?
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody.
Sister Sledge, we are family. Here's Lynn, part of ours.
Thank you. M90, a vehicle fire. Now, I talked about this one, a couple of reports now. It's Junction 7, Milner Thorpe to 8, Arlery. It's on the southbound side, but now the M90 is closed in both directions. Got a queue on the A38 if you're travelling north towards the M1 at Junction 28. Again, our call is saying it's a breakdown which has been causing the delays. One of them clocked the queue for me getting on for 2 miles. Slow on the M42 if you're travelling south, Junction 10 to 7A, Tamworth to the M6, even though the accident at Junction 9 has now been removed. Also, the the accident on the M6 in Birmingham. This one was southbound after Spaghetti Junction, Junction 6. That one's been recovered. Still quite busy on the approach, though. M1, a couple of lanes are closed if you are travelling north. This has been the case all morning. They're doing emergency repairs following an accident. It's Junction 16 to 17. That's Northampton to the M45. The queues are starting at Junction 6. Also a breakdown on the M1 if you're southbound, 12 to 11. Toddington through to Luton. One lane is closed. And accident investigation work continues on the M5 northbound, 15 to 14. M4 through to Foldfield. Queues back towards the M4. Back with more in half an hour.
All right. Thank you very much, Lynn. Gonna have a good old-fashioned, says Ray. Keep pedalling to my wife Max and her colleagues who are on an epic challenge cycling through Rajasthan in India for the next 10 days.
Nanny Julia and Grandad Don in Northumberland say, may we have a good old-fashioned get well soon to our granddaughter Amber, aged 10. She's been very brave after having her appendix removed yesterday.
Rory says, can I have a good old-fashioned wish you were here to my partner Tom, as I'm currently on a bus on the west coast of Sri Lanka. And he's not. He's at home.
Okay, thanks. Sarah from Huddersfield, happy 30th anniversary to my lovely husband. They're off to Maui, Hawaii, just around the corner. Perfect. So about anniversaries today, Ken?
Yeah, actually, strangely enough, it was our wedding anniversary on Saturday.
We're not married, I've told you before. What's wrong with you?
Oh, it's all right. Roger Roll married me off to Gloria Hunniford the other day.
Did he? Really?
Yeah, live on stage. He said, I married Ken and Gloria.
But 25 years for Jules Holland, that's great, isn't it? 25 years.
25 years, terrific, yeah.
But, of course, you outstrip him, don't you?
In broadcasting years,
Radio
yes.
2 Ballroom, I remember that. Radio 2, that's where it started.
Oh, you've been looking stuff up, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, that was 1980.
Good old Jim McLeod.
Oh, the Shah of Perthshire, we used to call him.
I'm telling you how I feel.